Hello and welcome to On the Bench LFC. So it has been a little while since I've done a video, a live stream on YouTube, but I had some personal reasons, so I had to take a bit of time off. But I thought, what a night to come back with Liverpool obviously destroying Barcelona. I'm going to put it that way. We destroyed them, we walked them off of the park. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Oh my god, honestly, I was emotional tonight. Not afraid to admit it. It's one of them nights, isn't it? Liverpool, we have the greatest European nights is to do with Liverpool Football Club. And we've done it again. And I'm not going to lie to you, that is up there with Istanbul for me. Let me know what you all think. Obviously, if you're not watching it live, then leave a comment down below. Does that, anyone that was alive for Istanbul, does that tick the same sort of boxes for you? It did for me. I was watching it with the family was around, we're all Liverpool supporters, and yeah, oh my god, what a game. Owen says, I'm on the bench, LFC is a legend, and I lost the account. Oh no, Owen, I remember LFC for life. That's great to see you back. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you're all really well. I've missed all of you, honestly, I have. Obviously, we used to speak every single day, didn't we? All of us. Oh my God, says the Kiwi. We're going to Madrid. Yes, Connor, we are. Let me try and, let me do something quickly, guys. I've got my laptop here. I'm going to try and get the comments up on here so that I can try and read all of your comments, because it's just a chilled chat about Liverpool in general. I haven't been on YouTube for a while, so if you want to talk about anything Liverpool related from this season, you can. But tonight's game, Genie, Origi, however you want to say it. Remember, don't start on me and how I say players' names. Right, let's see if I can find On the Bench LFC. Is he on YouTube? He is. He's gone live, everybody. Liam, hello Liam. Yes, Dazza, I missed you. What a comeback. Yes. Liverpool, 3-0 down. I was watching all the pundits and everything going, oh no, Liverpool, they can't do it. Like, even Liverpool and their famous Anfield atmosphere. What are you talking? That famous Anfield atmosphere, mate. Them boys, we smashed it out the park tonight. From the moment that whistle went, I was watching Liverpool play and I was like, we want this. We want this game. The boys are going to do it. All day, I had this feeling just in the back of my mind. My brother was messaging me and he was like, Liverpool are going to do this tonight. We're going to come back. And I've seen so many Liverpool fans online going, it's over. We can't do it. We did it. We're Liverpool Football Club. We should never doubt Liverpool, should we? How many times have we been reminded by this great football club that we shouldn't doubt them, especially on European nights, especially. Right, I've got your comments up down here now. I'm not just reading them on the phone, because on the phone it goes too quick. How are you all, everyone? Martin says, good to see you, Daz. That was a special game. Martin, spot on, mate, spot on. It was so special. It really was. And people already talking about who they would prefer to get out of, obviously, Spurs. I call them Ajax. You guys are going to call them something different, because I always pronounce team names wrong as well. But I'm not bothered. Am I the only one that's not bothered out of either of them teams who we get in the final? It's ours this year. It's ours, all right? I went to the screening last year in Liverpool and watched Madrid play dirty, beat us. It wasn't meant to be ours last year. That's the only thing that I could tell myself. It just wasn't meant to be. But this year, I'm telling myself, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter which team. We've got it, guys. We've got it. Father Nature, mental game, man. Glad you're well. Knew Divock would score the winner at 3-3. Yeah, Father, it's good to see you on here today, mate. Good to see all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. When he put Divock on from the beginning and he never went with Sturridge, it was a bit of a discussion that me and my brother was having, and he was like, I'm glad he went with Origi and not with Sturridge. Was we the only ones that was thinking that way? Was a lot of you that was thinking that? Be honest as well, because I know obviously he was a man on form tonight, wasn't he? He's played really well recently. Like, he's getting big goals for us. But was we the only ones that before the game was thinking, yeah, I'd rather Origi over Daniel Sturridge? Or was there some of you that was thinking, nah, mate, we should have Sturridge. He's our best clinical finisher. You know, that's what all the talk is about Sturridge, isn't it? Like, he's still in the team because he can be brought on and he's clinical in front of goal. But let me know what you lot think anyway. Assam says miracles are possible. They are, Assam. They are massive. Yes. Boom says you're back. Boom Diamond Bullet. That is. I am, mate. I am. And it's good to be back as well. Bit nerve wracking, to be honest. It's a bit weird for me because I haven't done it in a few months. So obviously there's a lot of you that I get to talk to, and we was talking every single day, and then I know a lot of you was like, where have you gone? It was just a few personal things, guys. Just had to sort it out, all right. And my Liverpool top don't really fit me as much as what it used to because I've lost a bit of weight. I had to go on a cleanse. Oglubbit says, Daz, you're back. Hope you're okay, dude. Many of us have been worried about you. Glad you're back. I know. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I think I've just... Leon. Wow. Thank you so much for the donation, Leon. Love you, Dazzlab. Miss you so much while you've been gone. And we've all missed you. Jeannie Wijnaldum. Dad. Yes. Yes. I used to sing about Genie all the time. I love him. You know I've always loved Genie. Thank you so much, Leon. You're an absolute legend. Please don't feel the need to donate, guys. All right, I haven't been on YouTube in ages, but Leon, you're a star. Okay. Yeah. What was I saying? You sidetracked me, Leon. Yeah, it's really good to be back anyway. And what a night to come back on. I was building up for a time to be able to come back to Kilted. Yes. I was building up for a time to come back, and tonight I watched that game. I got all emotional, and I was like, right, settle your emotions. Let's get sorted and let's see if we can get back on. And it's fantastic to be back, guys. All right. Corey, yes, Corey, how are you, my friend? Dean, good to see you on here tonight, my friend. Erupter, thank you so much to all of you that's joined me. Mo as well. Yo, Daz, you more like Fakir with Lalana. Everyone always says anything. Obviously, the beard's gone. The beard's gone. It's now, is it stubble? It's short enough to be stubble, isn't it? Gucci says, wow. Yeah, in the chat section, guys, and obviously if you're watching it, not live, leave a comment down below. I want one word answers. One word to describe tonight. Wow's been one of them, so use a different one than wow. You get one word to use. How good was that tonight? Unbelievable is mine. Unbelievable. We believe it, but all the other fans around the world, they didn't believe that Liverpool could do it. And they did. So it's unbelievable from me, guys. Alter Ego says, amazing. Russell says, love this guy. Russell, thank you so much. Love you too, my friend. Majestic says, Harry, fantastic, incredible. Fantastic. Passion says, Terminator. I love that one. Passion was running deep through them players tonight. It was Anfield. Passion was everywhere, wasn't it, guys? It really was. Godly says, night 7 life. Yeah, Godly's another one. Kyle says, dream. Yep, let's not wake up. I love it. Father Nature says, easy. Oh, I like the arrogance. That, if Luis Suárez was in the room, you'd have to go over and say to him, that was easy. How did he describe it? He said they have to do better or something. The fourth goal was a kid's goal or something like that. Come on, Suárez. Suárez did everything he could to try and make them win, didn't he, guys? Honestly, he did. And it didn't work. Corey says belief. Eric says stupendous. Eric, I feel like you're trying to throw some words in there that I may not be able to pronounce. But I think stupendous is right anyway. Alex says surprising. That's a good one. That's a good one as well, because I even see Liverpool fans were saying, nah, it's done. It's done. I saw a few people saying, come on, it's not FIFA and stuff like that, you know, which is understandable. Connor says, this means more. Connor, fist pump. I haven't done that in ages. Oh my God, I missed that. Fist pump to all of you guys. Ferno, Daz, Ferno, how are you, my friend? Yes. Hope you're all well. Thank you so much for all of you joining me tonight. It's really good to be back and talking to you. AR says Champions League final. How? Is it, did you mean wow or how? Or are you just shocked that we made the Champions League final because of a great result? LFC Gillian. I remember Gillian there. Look, it's the strangest thing, Daz. Hold on. Let me find your comment. It's running away from me. They're running away like they used to. The strangest thing, Daz, I was actually thinking about how I miss your channel, and here you are. Good to see you, mate. Well, there you go. Maybe, Gillian. Maybe, because you're thinking about it, there's something out there that made me think, I need to do this tonight. It's good to see you again, Gillian. I hope you're really well. as do for all of you. On the bench at LFC is a legend, has found his channel. Well done to you. Come on, guys. What was your thoughts on Luis Suárez tonight? Because obviously after he celebrated his goal at their ground, then tonight he had the interview, didn't he? Saying he would show more respect at Anfield. I would never do that at Anfield. I've got more respect than that and everything. If he would have scored tonight, he would have celebrated. Am I the only one? I'm not. You know he would have celebrated. They said, obviously it was in his running motion, but his challenge on Robbo, which meant Robbo had to come off, the flick kick, however he did it, some UFC ninja stuff that we all know Suárez knows. He's clever, right? He played for Liverpool. We know what he was like. All the other teams hated Luis Suárez, and we was going, but we supported him because he was a Liverpool player. But tonight, we saw what it's like to be against him. Again, he was throwing himself around. I think they was gunning for Fabinho. Once he got that yellow card, I thought, right, Messi's running at him. They wanted it. Messi was kind of running with the ball and turning around. He wanted Fabinho to stick his leg in. They wanted to get him that red card because Fabinho is obviously, he's our rock in midfield. So I felt like they was trying everything they could, obviously, to win, but not in a football sense. Barcelona, one of the best teams in the world, look, they are. That's why we're so happy about how we come back against them. But yeah, we outplayed them. We out-muscled them, out-passioned them, out everything on the pitch. And when Henderson, for instance, was pulled up with his knee, I was thinking, no, because, you know, he was the one trying to lead us at the beginning when he bombing forwards. It was him bombing into the box that got Origi's first goal, wasn't it? So there was just passion oozing out of Liverpool. And I felt like Barcelona, that was sucked out of them. There was no passion from them because they was at Anfield. Obviously, it was a different story when it was at their ground. But they come to our turf, they come to our home, and we showed them what it's like to play against Liverpool at Anfield, and we dominated them. We really did. So yeah, let me know anyway what you lot was thinking about Luis Suárez tonight, and do you think he would have celebrated that if he would have scored? I think he would have. What else we got? Suárez was a bit of a man's nut. All right, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I think so. I see people saying, look, when he played for us, we let them things go, and it's now different because he plays for another team and stuff, but that's always going to be the case. When a player plays for your team, you know when they do something wrong, and you can say, all right, it's dirty, but they play for us, so, you know, we might turn a blind eye. Look, we all have done that over different players, not just Luis Suárez, everyone in the years, but when it's against your team, and like that today, it's such a big game, it's horrible to watch. It is. We were shouting at the screen and saying, like, we want him to get a red card, we want him off, because it's ridiculous what he was doing. But, you know, Dylan says biter or bitter. Yeah, bitter, I think. Dude, where have you been? Says Ant. I had some personal things, mate, like I said at the beginning, but obviously you missed it. So I just had to take a few months out, guys, but I'm hoping to be back and start to wean into it a little bit. So yeah, what else have we got? Suárez got a taste of his own medicine tonight, LFC Aaron says. Yeah, fully agree with that one. I fully agree. To be honest, it's a bit of sweet justice, isn't it? In the sense of, like, you've got the players like Coutinho, Suárez, that left Liverpool because they want to go and win major trophies. And then they've left Liverpool, and Liverpool have kicked their team, Barcelona, out of the Champions League. So it's a nice feeling in that sense, isn't it? Because it's like, well, you know, you have gone to an amazing team as well, but we're hoping now that, as Klopp has said recently, this isn't the end. This isn't our last chance of winning the Premier League this year. This is like the first steps. This is the start of it all. So, you know, hopefully players like Coutinho and Suárez and that, they're going to be looking at Liverpool and going, you know, we could have won major trophies at them as well, because there was a long period at Liverpool where our best players would leave because they wanted to win trophies. Now I'm hoping that players are wanting to join Liverpool because they want to win trophies. You know, after a performance I had tonight, my brother said to me, he said, look, on a serious note, he said, how can any football player in the world out there be watching a game like that and not want to sit there and think to himself, I want to play for that team, I want to play for that manager, I want to play for them fans. There's no way that you wouldn't. We're Liverpool supporters, so we would anyway, but come on, you just would, wouldn't you, as a football player? What else we got? Sorry guys, I'm trying to get through some of the comments, but Graham Park says Liverpool smashed it. Yes, Graham, 100% we did. And I want to know your views as well. If obviously Salah and Bobby started this game, do you think it would have been a different result? Do you think we would have scored more goals? Do you think, you know, I think the lads that stepped in today, they did absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So let me know your views on that. Erwin says, you've got the Gerrard cut now. Yeah, it's a bit like that. It's a bit of hat hair. I've had a hat on today and I just thought, you lot know that I like to wear hats and stuff, but yeah, it is a bit like the Gerrard, isn't it? I look a bit more like Gerrard as I'm getting older. It's another one. Not a bad one to look like, I guess, guys. One of the Liverpool legends. LFCG says Trent for me, Connor Niblett for that corner which clinched it. Yeah, man of the matches, ladies and gentlemen. Put your man of the matches in the chat so I can read some of them out. I see loads of people saying, oh my god, you're back. Yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you're all well. I've missed all of you, honestly. Still looking at Adam Lallana, says Ferno. Yeah. Depends whose eyes look at you, isn't it, to what they see. Origo says, I feel like it was just destiny for us to not have Firmino and Salah and still beat Barca. Yeah, I think so. I think those players that played today, they had a point to prove, like Origi coming on, doing what he did. Shaqiri, obviously in the first half, there was moments where he was giving the ball away and stuff, but he was very much involved and he was working hard around the pitch. So yeah, it was nice to see that we didn't have our best players on the pitch like Salah, Bobby, but yet the boys that come in, they stepped up and they did it, and that is what Liverpool needed. That's what we've needed for many years. We had good players in our team, we had good teams that could go on and beat anyone on their day, but it was about squad depth, wasn't it? And our squad depth come through today for us. They really did. Ferno says Divock proved himself, man deserves a new contract. Yeah, Daniel Alexander, good to see you. Trent was man of the match for me. Oh, the comment's gone. Let me get back up. Trent was man of the match for me, mainly because he's a scouser, but that corner was genius. That corner was ridiculous, wasn't it? It was ridiculous. Magic says, good to see you back, mate. Thank you so much, Magic. Good to see you in here. Hope you're well. Who else we got? Give Divock what he wants, says Ferno. Yeah, you guys all want to keep Divock now. Do you want to keep him at Liverpool? Dean says, the way injuries and bad luck have happened, we have risen up out of every situation tonight was destiny, and the players were 99.9%. Dean, 100% with you on that comment. It was weird because I was reading your comment that said 99 a minute. Yeah, I hope you understand that. Shaqiri was shockingly bad, had no power in his passes at all. Yeah, my brother, he was all over Shaqiri in the first half. He was like, he's got to be better in the second half, got to be better. Chris says, glad you're back, boss. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. 2 from Origi, and 2 from Genie, from Salah, 2 from Bobby. 8-0 easy, says Ant. So Ant is saying it would have been 8-0 if we had Salah on the pitch today. Salah would have wanted to be among the goals, he would have, I can't take anything away from the quality of Salah and Bobby. If they would have been on the pitch, they would have worked hard, they would have been trying to score as well. It could have been more goals, it might have been less goals, we don't know. But the fact is, the team was set out today, we had what we had, and then boys went out and they smashed it off the park. They smashed Barcelona off the park. Clean out of Anfield. That is going to be a long trip home, isn't it? Oh, I love it. I'm still buzzing over it, I really am. What else we got? Tyler says, Origi is the GOAT. He is. He scores big goals for Liverpool. He scores big goals. Thomas Billions is in the building. Thomas, fist bump to you. He says, boys, boom to Thomas. Tyler says about the Origi thing, so I'm back there now. Joe says, where have you been? Just a bit of time off, mate, for some personal reasons, but hopefully I'll be back. doing a bit of content and moving forwards, you know, with different stuff and everything. So good to see you back in here tonight, my friend. Dylan says, my voice is gone, come on the Reds. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games that you lose your voice, don't you? Thomas Billion says, oh my God, I love you, Daz. I love you too. I love all of you, honestly. Daniel Anderson says, Thomas Billion, Daz is our lucky charm with a winky face. I hope that's true. If I am the lucky charm, then yeah, hopefully we go on and win the league then. Hey, because I've done a stream. Oh dear, one more game. How are you lot feeling about our last game? They're a good team, but they're not as good as Barcelona, and we just destroyed Barcelona, so that's all I'm saying. The Kilted says, hey Daz, hey Kilted, my friend, how are you? Hope you're okay. Good to see you in here tonight. Leon Robert says, cheeky, we actually not considering we've made the most profit in this last year around the world. We're ridiculous, mate. We've been ridiculous. Ridiculously smart with business. Ridiculously brilliant football this year. There's been moments where, you know, it felt like there was a bit of lull in games and we had to grind the result out, but we did it. So we've been ridiculously stubborn in matches. We've managed to find winners. We beat teams that the past 2-3 seasons before that we was drawing against and just losing silly points. And I felt like this year we've actually gone. Leon, thank you so much. Give us a mod, Daz, pal. I'll have to find you. Hang on, 2 seconds. Thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Right, I'm not actually on my account on this. I'll give you the mod next time. Remind me, Leon Roberts. Remind me, mate. And I'll be on my account on the laptop. I'm not on it. As I was saying, we're finding ways of beating these teams again. You know, left and right back this year. Robbo, Trent, amazing. Those two have really helped us beat teams that sit back defensively against us. We ain't got big strikers, Mane, Salah, Bobby. They're not massive, but they get in the right positions in the box and they cause the other defences problems, which allows the left and right back perfect chances to whip balls in, and they've done that perfectly this year. So I've been really proud of the boys this year. I really have. And look, if we wasn't to get it over the line because City's done what they've done, I'm still proud of the boys. They've done really well, and we've took the next step again this year. So then the next step next year would be more of a progression. We got to a Champions League final again this year. That's massive. It's not in our hands, is it? The Premier League's not in our hands. What we need to do is win the last game of the season and hope and pray that, you know, there's a slip up from City. That's just what it comes down to, you know, really. But the boys have done us really proud, guys. They really have. Didn't expect to see that result after I finished work, says Elliot O'Gorman. Yes, Elliot, how are you, my friend? Yeah, I bet you was really shocked. I bet a lot of people were shocked, to be honest, because I know a few people that couldn't watch it. And I bet when they was checking on the old score or the results, they was like, what? Especially when Genie come on. Like, what was it, 120? I don't know how quick it was, but 120 seconds or something stupid between his goal. It was minimal time. I don't know the exact facts, but it was ridiculous. He come on and I was thinking, no, Robbo's off. You know, Milner went to left back. Genie's come on and I thought, Genie's a quality midfielder. You know that our midfield aren't renowned for scoring tons of goals. But Genie comes on and he's like, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Bang, 1 goal. And then, you know, touch of Genie magic again. He scores another one. Love it. Daniel O'Sullivan says, super sub. Indeed. Ashley says, good to see you back, Daz. What a brilliant game by the boys. All we need now is for City to lose. 100%. Good to see you in here tonight, mate. I hope you're well. Fernando says, where is the kitchen? It's that away. I'm on my phone. First live stream. I'll do a couple on my phone. I've got to get all the computer and that set back up, guys. There's a lot that went into doing it all before, so, and I haven't even touched it all at the moment, but I wanted to get this so that I could do it tonight to be able to speak to some of you after that game. It's amazing. AR Cheeky says, Karius and Gerrard, my boys. Yes, Karius and Gerrard. What else we got? Jams LFC says, Suárez was telling the truth. He didn't celebrate. He didn't. I like that. That's really good, actually, guys. How good is that? Suárez didn't celebrate at Anfield tonight, did he? Adam O'Sullivan says, I asked you during pre-season stream about squad depth. Could Origi help us this year? And you said no. Who knew? I could tell the future. Welcome back, Daz. Thank you so much for welcoming me back, my friend. Good to see you tonight. Yeah. Yeah, the only way that I saw Origi really doing anything for Liverpool was as a plan B, wasn't it? Like, because he was tall. I always asked the question, could he be our plan B striker? Someone that we could bring on towards the end of the game, whip crosses into the box. He's meant to be good in the air. He's one of the taller lads. Um, so yeah, that was the only thing that I saw. But I actually thought his time at Liverpool was up, to be honest. But he's come on in games and he's scoring big goals for us. And if he keeps doing that, and he can stay sharp, because look, he's not going to get in the team over Bobby, Salah, and Mane, is he? So that's the problem that we've got with the other players, the other attackers. Like you've got your Daniel Sturridge and stuff. Sturridge is a clinical finisher, but is he ever sharp when he comes on? Of course, they're not going to be fully sharp because they're not playing week in, week out in the first team. So I think Origi's done amazing to play the way he has, really, and the intensity in his game as well, the running, the strength. Tonight he was brilliant. His hold-up play was brilliant. I thought, the way he was out strengthening them, bringing the ball down, flicking it to another player. That's kind of what we bought Origi for when he was young, wasn't it? Like, I mean, he's still fairly young, but we wanted him to be that sort of aggressive player, build him up a bit and turn into that, and he never really fulfilled that. But if he's going to score big goals for us when he's called upon, then surely there's a future for him at Liverpool, because that's the problem you got when you go to a transfer market, is signing those quality players that can come in and stay sharp even though they're not playing week in, week out, because you have got your front three that play all the time. Leon says, who is more underrated, Genie or Fabinho? Oh, that's interesting. Leon with another 199 donation. Thank you so much, Leon. Honestly, I said to you guys, please don't donate because I haven't been on YouTube in ages, but I really thank you so much. You never will come to all the fans off to bed now, night boys. Good night, Leon. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you have a good day tomorrow as well. Genie has always been underrated in my opinion. I always loved him. I think he's underrated. I don't just mean, I think Liverpool fans have started to see how good Genie is, but I think in the world of football, I think in general, a lot of fans out there don't think he really does much, but he actually does a lot. Like, especially, I always said it, didn't I, on the channel, that Liverpool's transitional play, where we win the ball back and then move into attack really quick, Genie's very good at playing a part and a role in that transitional play. So I always liked him being a part of the team. But Fabinho, I mean, you listen to the pundits and they say he's one of the best in the Premier League at playing that holding role. I think it's his first season, isn't it, for Liverpool? He's moved to us. He's been fantastic, in my opinion. He took a little while to get into the first team. Klopp obviously bedded him in a little bit, and people's like, oh, what's wrong with him? Is he not good enough? He's come in, and he's that holding midfielder that we was all crying out for years. So many conversations I had with you Liverpool fans. We need a holding midfielder. Henson played that role. Was he ever a proper holding midfielder? Probably not, in my honest opinion. But Fabinho is that. He's strong. He's good in the air. He's the way his brain works. He's in the right place to intercept the ball. That boy gets his foot stuck in so many tackles that, my word, it's so good to see someone that can sit in front of the back line and do that and read the play that well. And he's pressing as well. He presses high up. So I don't know. You guys tell me, is Fabinho underrated in Liverpool fans or in the world of football? I guess that's a question for everyone, isn't it? Like, I think Fabinho is growing, and give him another season at Liverpool and I think everyone's going to be like, oh my God, he's amazing. Genie deserves plaudits as well, in my opinion. Honestly, forgot Coutinho was playing, it says on the bench. Yeah, no, I did as well, mate. I did. He didn't do anything. He really didn't. I mean, Suárez was causing a nuisance. You knew he was playing because he was being silly, wasn't he, really? But other than that, Coutinho didn't do anything. Anthony Harris is in tonight. Good to see you as well, my friend. The Brighton versus Kitty tie happened 6 days before the FA Cup final. City took away Brighton's chances of the final, and you always have to look out for a team you knocked out of the cup. It's very true. He's made a really valid point there. So, come on. I mean, we all need to pray and think they can do it. We need to. It was, right, Burnley can do it. Then it was, all right, Brendan Rodgers, he needs to bring it back for Liverpool now. He couldn't win it when he was, at Liverpool. He couldn't win us a title, but he could help us win it, couldn't he, if he would have beat them. 2 really close games, really close games. I think their teams did well against them, but is everyone underestimating their last game? Is everyone going, nah, they're going to smash them? Because I've heard a lot of people say they'll walk that one, and hopefully the pressure's on them. Hopefully, it's a tight game and they can hold them. That'd be amazing. So yeah, I like that comment. Anyone know what countries were in NATO? I love these live chats, mate. I love them. They're so random. Not seen you in ages, mate, says Joe Jesus. Yeah, I've been off for a little bit, guys, but hopefully I'm going to start doing a few more live streams again and being able to speak to a lot of you and catch up with a lot of you again. Good to see you in here tonight, my friend. Stephen Owen says, good night all. Good to see you back, Daz. You'll never clone. Good night, Stephen. Thank you for joining me tonight, mate. I hope you have a good day tomorrow as well. The Kilted says, we both have very hard games on Sunday. It is not over. It is very true. It's not over yet. I think everyone's so focused on City and their games, even Liverpool fans, because obviously if they win all their games, they win the league, so it's theirs to throw away. But we've got Wolves, and they're a very, very, very tough team. So we can't underestimate their capabilities. They're beating top teams. So we've got a tough game as well. So yeah, but I've got every faith in the boys. I know a lot of you have as well. Paul Pugh's in the building. Daddy, you're back. Hello, Paul, my friend. I'm back. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Connor says, who does everyone want to face in the Champions League final? Ajax or Spurs? Yeah, obviously, yeah, put that in the comments, guys. If you're not watching it live, then obviously you can get involved by leaving a comment down below and just let us know who you want in the final. Obviously, I asked at the beginning of the live stream, I said, I'm not bothered. I'm looking at both teams, and I think I'll take both of them, any one of them. I think Spurs, they're used to watching us play more. They're used to playing against us more, aren't they? So is that more of a negative if we get them in the final? But should we be worried about them? I don't like to speak too soon over things. After you watch Liverpool play like that against Barcelona, if they show that passion and commitment in the Champions League final, it wouldn't matter what team we get. I think we beat them, because them boys have the quality among the squad. Not just the first team, but they've shown it tonight. The boys that stepped in, they stepped up. So they've got the quality and the passion's there. The fans are always there. So yeah, I've just got a good feeling. Josie says Ajax. Spurs says on the bench. John says, come on City, I'm never dropping points against Brighton. We can only hope, John. We can only hope, can't we? You've got to have faith. You have to. Alter says, I prefer Ajax, but I'm not bothered by Spurs. Yeah, thank you for leaving your answers, guys, so I can see them. You seem to forget, Daz, we also know how Spurs play, and we play them often. It's a very valid point. You could turn that negative into a positive by saying we know them as well. I like that. And so City down the south in Amex against Houghton, having visions of Glenn Murray, 90 min header. Yes, get your head on it, mate. Get your head on it for us, for the Liverpool fans. Mr. Max says, I want Ajax, they deserved it, and it would be a fun and attacking game of football. They played really well. They played really, really well. Yeah, I think any team that gets to this level of the Champions League, as you said, deserved it. Yeah, I would like to see them more in the final, to be honest. I think it'd be more of an attacking game than the Spurs one, to be honest. Some people might disagree with that. Some people might say that Spurs will try and attack us a lot because they can play good football in their day, we know that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what would be the more entertaining game. I don't know whether I want a more entertaining game or whether I just want a game where Liverpool just blitz the other team off the park. That'd be more entertaining for us. Obviously not for their fans and neutrals. When people go, hope this game is a really entertaining game. In big games like that, I'm like, I'd rather us just make it look like a training game. Score a few goals, knock it about a little bit, make it look easy. That'd be lovely. Win it, Champions League final. Just have a good sing along as it's going. Right, what else we got? Daniel says 2 comebacks in the one night. Yeah, Ant says LFC comeback. Paul says can't see Spurs beating Ajax because Spurs have been on a run of bad form. Yeah, it could well be the case, mate. I agree with you there. But Ajax is very unpredictable and have some gems in that team. Yeah, obviously a few of their players Liverpool been linked with in recent times, and looking at how they played for them this year, I would say that I would take a couple of them for sure. Ashley says Wolves have been very have been very well. Hopefully we do well. I think Spurs would be the easier of the two just because they don't have Champions League experience like us. Ashley's on point there, you know. Will the occasion get to them? Because we know that, you know, we've been there, we've done it. We was there last year, wasn't we? We was in the Champions League final last season. Those boys that play for us now, they was there. So they're going to be more experienced than Spurs in that matter. So it's a very valid point there that is brought up. I'm trying to get down to the bottom so I can read some of your comments more, guys. Ziyech is someone who's fit, who would fit a soccer glove. I remember when we were talking about Ziyech, was it a couple of transfer windows ago? I think we was linked with him, and you know, a lot of people saying there was question marks about would Liverpool sign him. He's very young, very raw. He's obviously got ability. Would Liverpool go there now after how he's performing this year? Yeah, I think he's someone that we should be looking at. Don't know how much he would set us back, to be honest. Reason Dummer says Spurs first final, say will be no shame in losing. Simple. Reason, yeah, again, valid. You know, their fans surely happy to get to a Champions League final. Of course they'd want to win it, but they're not going to over Liverpool. Sean Bailey says, look at the video that was just uploaded on a Liverpool channel. Trent's reaction just sums up the game. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to really look at everything in that, but I see that the players were all ecstatic. I mean, it was emotional. James Milner crying, the players all, you know, going over and singing, dancing with the fans. It's just one of them nights. It's one of them nights you just can't experience. I mean, I'm jealous of all the Liverpool supporters that was actually at Anfield. What a night to be at, you know. Truly, that's something that I remember just watching it from at home. But if you was there, hats off to you. That would be some atmosphere and something to witness. I still can't get over Trent and Origi's corner kick goal. How switched on them two was. I mean, Origi he didn't know what was going on, did he? The ball just started. It was whipped into him by Trent, and he just looked up and what a finish! It's filthy. It's filthy. How can you be that good in them moments? Like I was saying about earlier, Origi doesn't play week in, week out, and I know it's close to the goal, but as a striker when I used to play, you don't always hit it that good. It was meant to be. Tonight was fate, guys. It really was. I'm a big believer in that. Brandt has a 21.5 million buyout clause. Julian Brandt is a really good player. I've said it for a couple of years now. I think that I would like to see him play for Liverpool. I mean, we've got a solid team now, so it's kind of like a bit of squad depth, a bit of fine tuning. Right, what have Liverpool not got? And that's what you need to bring into the team, isn't it? So players like Brandt and that, do they give us something different? Obviously, when we was linked with some players, you know, Fekir, you know, he had some qualities that Liverpool lacked at the time. Free kicks, set pieces, you know, how he saw a game and could open a game up for Liverpool. Liverpool didn't really have players like that. And you look at our midfield now, they're a quality midfield, but could we still do with a creator, a playmaker? Naby Keita's only just started coming into form, and then obviously the injury. But I think he's going to be more creative for Liverpool next season, so that'd be lovely to see. Shaqiri, he signed for Liverpool, and we know that he's a playmaker. We know how good his playmaking abilities are, but it has looked like he's been more of a squad depth player at the moment, hasn't it? We don't know what his role will be going forwards. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to see where Jurgen Klopp's mind is at going into a transfer window. What sort of players he brings in as to where he sees Liverpool are a bit weaker in certain situations. I would love that that defender. I'd love to get him in the door to partner Big Virgil at the back. What a partnership that would be going forward for years. John says need replacement for Matip/Lovren. So John, what do you think of Delip, mate? Would you take him? I think John Matip, you know, as much as he looks like he wants to score an own goal every now and then, I think he stepped up in some big games. You know, Gomez started this season fantastically, and then obviously was injured, so Matip kind of had a big run, didn't he, in the team? I think he's done himself proud, to be honest. Like, a lot of people really ruled out Joel Matip as ever playing for Liverpool again, and he stepped in. He's had a long run in the team and done all right, but obviously people's opinions differ very much over Joel Matip, Lovren. You've got Lovren, one of the best centre-backs in the world, of course, as he says. But he's got his fans. He's got people that absolutely love him. I mean, he's got people that are like, nah, he's not good enough for Liverpool. And that's the same with Joel Matip. You know, when you look at players like Virgil, Robbo, you know, them two players, every single Liverpool fan is like, they're good enough for Liverpool. But you have still got a couple of players that plays in the team that there's a divide in fans. So maybe that is room for improvement moving forwards. It's up to you guys what you make of that, obviously, because of your opinions. Says, one moment sums up the match. Fabinho on a yellow slide, tackle Messi in a box, get that wrong, red card, game over. Yeah, 100%. And do you think Fabinho should have had that yellow card? I don't think that was a yellow card challenge. I think he got the ball. I think it was a great tackle. I felt like, yeah, I'm a Liverpool supporter, of course, but I felt like the ref, again, was very much like, you know, Liverpool lean on one of their players. Oh, it's a free kick. You know, I mean, Barcelona, 2 foot or something. Not that I saw that, but they would completely smash our player off the ball, and the ref's like, play on, it's fine. It's like, how many times? You know, maybe we're just biased because we're Liverpool fans, but on a serious note, you have to be blind not to see that the amount of times that Barcelona was getting away with things and Liverpool didn't get away with anything. And, you know, their player fell throwing it in. How many times? How many times did he do that? Like, it's ridiculous, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. Mr. Mac says, Matip, unreal scenes, man at a match. So Mr. Mac, obviously, he's fully for Matip there. Matip has really stepped up this season on the bench, and he's a legend. It's the same. William Pete says, I was generally crying with happiness. William, you're not the only one. I guarantee there would have been millions probably of Liverpool fans around the world that would have been exactly the same. I was emotional, mate, absolutely emotional. I mean, we was jumping around the front room and everything, like going absolutely nuts. But yeah, it took me probably still not fully calmed down, to be honest now. I seem like it, but if I sit down and watch the highlights like I will later, I'll get my phone out, I'll go on and watch some highlights, and I'll be flying again. It's just, it's a roller coaster, isn't it, your emotions when it comes to Liverpool. Mane was a menace as a kilted. Yeah. I think Mane, he loves to be the main man. Yeah, when Salah's not on the pitch, you look, alright, it's not a good game to pick, but the Champions League final last year, Salah obviously had to come off. Mane was giving it his all. When Mane feels like he's the main man up top and he has to step up, Mane is a beast. Mane's a beast anyway, but I feel like he really likes the responsibility. He likes to feel like everyone is like relying on him to get the goals. He's the main man up top. And then he, you know, I think that gives him a next step. And I think tonight, you know, everyone was going, oh, at least we got Mane though. And they wasn't obviously betting on Origi getting 2 goals. But I think Mane's got it all. There was talk before the game about who's better out of Salah, Mane, Bobby. And obviously there's a lot of people that are obsessed over Salah for rightly reasons, because of his goal scoring record, because of his ability. He's amazing. But like there was talk about Mane, he can score with his head, he can score with his left, with his right. And just saying, is Mane as good or better than Mo Salah? Or, you know, it's a difficult one, because I don't want to say either of them are better than each other. I think both of them are, they're the point, aren't they, of Liverpool's attack? And I think you don't want to lose either of them. You know, Bobby, he's the gel, he's the glue between Liverpool and the attack and the midfield and everything. I mean, he's incredible in what he does. Bobby's not the goal scorer. He doesn't go for the highlights, does he? He does the dirty work. But Mane and Salah are just the two that you want them on all the time. And tonight we didn't have Salah as an option, and Mane was on, and he was causing mayhem again, reading the play, winning the ball back, intercepting. You know, I love watching Sadio Mane play for Liverpool. I was so happy when we signed him, because he could destroy teams in the Premier League. I mean, he walked all over Liverpool in games before he come to us. So I was like, yes, what a player. And it's just great to see him growing more so with the experience that he's gaining as well at Liverpool. You know, we knew he was a good player, but now he's that world-class player, isn't he, at Liverpool? He's got to be. How can anyone not say Sadio Mane is world-class? Kieran says, hi, Daz, good to see you back. Thank you, Kieran. Good to see you tonight, mate. I hope you're well. my friend. It's good to be back. Tony says, so glad to have you back, Dad. It's put a smile on my face. I really hope your family is well. They are well, thank you very much, mate. Riley, my little boy, he's not so little anymore. I mean, he's not 20 or anything, but he's got a lot bigger. He supports Liverpool. It's great. Obviously, you all knew that. He always supported Liverpool, but it was fantastic tonight when we scored. You know, he always celebrates. He sings the Mo Salah song, guys. He loves Mo Salah, so it's great to see him growing as a Liverpool supporter, and I get to guide him, teach him about the history of this great club, and I can't wait to take him to Anfield. That'd be an amazing experience. He's got so much to look forward to, and hopefully, you know, many trophies that are coming the way in his lifetime. That'd be amazing. The Kilt says, would you take Coutinho back for 50 million? Kilted. I mean, 50 million for a player of his quality, you'd be an idiot to say no, but at the same time, he left Liverpool, didn't he? Because he wanted to go and win things and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a difficult one. If you could give me a player with his ability for 50 million, I would take him. But the name, the person, I don't know. And look, if you want me to look at it in an honest way, something that I've noticed, when Coutinho played for Liverpool, in these games where we couldn't beat teams, when we was just drawing against them, or it was tough games to grind out results like we do now, how we beat these teams, it was like when Coutinho was in the team, the players were all just looking to give it to Coutinho and hope that he could cut on the inside and bang it in the top corner. And I felt like since Coutinho's gone, Liverpool were forced to play as more of a team and to work better, to find a system to beat these teams and to play better. And it wasn't just relying on one player. You know, we've got the players, as I was just talking about, Mane, Mo Salah, that can score all these goals a season, but we don't just rely on one of them. We play as a team now, and I felt like when Coutinho was in it, it was all about, try and work space, give it to Coutinho, let him shoot. It just wasn't working, was it, back then? So I feel like it's good now to look back at it and go, he did good things for Liverpool, but he's moved on, he's gone to Barca, and now if we have 50 million to spend on a quality player, I think look to someone for the future. We've got an amazing team now that play together as a team, and I would like to bring in some youngsters with raw ability. Be amazing. I'll tell you what though, there's still one player out in the world that I would really, really love to sign, and that would be Mbappe. I mean, it's never going to happen, but on a night like this, when dreams come true, I would love Mbappe. What a player that youngster is, eh? But you know, we've got our own Mbappe in our team. We've got Ryan Brewster, guys. You wait till he comes in. I was hoping he'd play tonight, but obviously the lads did amazing. We didn't need Ryan Brewster to come on and score a hat-trick, did we? Not tonight. He has to wait. Paul says, I'd sooner take Paul Konchesky back. That's saying something. Paul Konchesky is my least favourite Liverpool player of all time. So yeah, I see how much that comment means, Paul. Arnell says, you're Neville Clone. You're Neville Clone to you as well, Arnell. Good to see you all in here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, everyone. I hope you've all had a fantastic day, and what a result tonight. I hope you are all buzzing. I hope you all got to see it. I know some of you wouldn't have been able to see it, but I hope that it still meant as much to you and you got to keep up to date with the updates and stuff. Luke Johnson says, Dad, it's great to see you back, mate. Luke, thank you so much. It's good to be back, my friend. I hope you're well. Flip Flop says, I think we are where we are because Phil left. That was the catalyst of our resurgence. Yeah, kind of similar to what I was saying there, my friend. I feel like he needed to leave because not only because of the way we play now and what I was just talking about, but also the money. Look at how Liverpool reinvested the money. We were really smart with the business, wasn't we? Everyone talking about, you know, did Liverpool spend the money wisely afterwards? Like, we bought some big players. People talking about how much we paid for Virgil and stuff, but come on. You look at the quality that we got in the team now and what we was able to achieve because Philippe Coutinho went to Barcelona. It hasn't really fully clicked for him in Barcelona, has it? And Liverpool kicked them out of Champions League tonight. So, you know, he'd be looking back at it and going, did I leave too soon? Should I have stayed at Liverpool? So really, it's on him, isn't it? And I think, yeah, we've took the next step under Jurgen Klopp, and as a football club, we're moving in the right direction. And I think Coutinho leaving was a big part of that. And now I don't have this fear that Liverpool are going to lose our best players. I feel like Klopp is signing the right players, the players that want to play for Liverpool. They want to stay playing for Liverpool. I don't feel like there's a player in our team that is looking at a team like Barcelona or Real Madrid or anything and going, I need to play for them within the next year or two because they're a lot better than Liverpool. Why would any player want to do that? Liverpool, Champions League final last year, it wasn't meant to be. You know, this year, we've gone all the way in the Premier League and we got to the Champions League final again. Virgil, the way he talks, wants to be a legend at Liverpool, wants to stay playing. He loves it at Liverpool. All of them players, they love it. When you've got a manager like Jurgen Klopp to play under, what's not to like? I love watching him. I love, you know, that after the match tonight, the way he was talking, and he swore, didn't he? And he turned around and said, sue me. I'm not exactly naked or whatever he said, like fire me or something. You know, Jurgen Klopp is Liverpool through and through. I think Jurgen Klopp has helped remind Liverpool Football Club what it meant to be Liverpool Football Club. Because, you know, in my time, it's not been the best of times watching Liverpool. We've seen great nights. We've seen us go really well in certain competitions and stuff. I was lucky to see Istanbul in my lifetime. Some amazing memories. But obviously before my time, we had the fantastic teams, Kenny Dalglish. We had the teams that was winning a lot. And we haven't yet to see that in my lifetime. And I feel like Jurgen Klopp's come in. I feel like now everything just feels like that amazing time is being brought back. And that's why it's great for me to be able to have my son and be able to say to him, look, you know, this is the history. We used to be this amazing club. We won a lot, but now finally I'm going to be saying to him, let's experience that together. And I think the younger ones of you that are watching this or watching Liverpool at the moment, if you wasn't around when Istanbul happened or whatever, like, you're getting to see amazing nights like this now. And even though you knew what it meant to support a team like Liverpool and you know how passionate you are about Liverpool, that's why you're a Liverpool supporter. You know, it's all nights like this that we share together, experiences that you share together with your other Liverpool supporters and with your family, with your sons or your daughters or whoever, you know, the people close to you. That's what makes it so special to be a Liverpool supporter. And I feel like I know people as friends that support other clubs and they don't have that. And when I speak to them about it, you know, they haven't got the history and they go, yeah, but what have Liverpool won recently? And it's like, that's the only thing you've got to throw at us, really. The only thing, you know, is you just use that card all the time. Well, that card is about to be blown off the table because Liverpool are getting back to them days. And, you know, I see a couple of people message me because I went on Facebook after the game and left a few things. A couple of people messaged me and was like, well, you might not win anything yet this season. I'm hugely proud of those boys this year. No matter what, I feel like a winner already because I feel like we're going in the right direction. So, you know, I feel like we're going to win the Champions League. And if City don't lose, whatever, we go again next year. Klopp said it's the first step. Let's go. Let's take the next step next year and we go again. You know, and knock that card off the table that all these other supporters use against us. That's what I feel like. Arnell says we're going to win the league on the final day. Arnell, if we all believe it will happen, hopefully it will happen. Red Tick says, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, Red Tick. I hope you're well as well, my friend. Thank you for saying that. Cameron says, Mourinho said Klopp deserves the Champions League. He's right. He's right, isn't he? You know, a lot of people talk about Klopp and say if he doesn't win anything, how long has he got? I've seen Liverpool fans saying that online. His time's coming. He hasn't had the best of luck, but when you're that good of a manager, it will happen, and it's going to happen for Liverpool because he ain't going anywhere. Jurgen Klopp loves Liverpool. I mean, did you see that interview after the game? You tell me that man was not choked. He could hardly speak. When is Klopp speechless? Hardly ever. There's not many times that you see him speechless, and I felt like he could hardly get his words out. I felt like he was choked. At one point, I was like, he's going to cry. He's going to cry on TV. And I thought, fair play, you know, like, this man loves Liverpool and we love him back. So, yeah, those finals will come, they will go his way. And it'll be with us because his players believe in him, the fans believe in him, and that's all he's got to remember, and we've got to keep believing. Dirty Girl says, nice to see you back. Thank you so much, Dirty, my friend. I hope you're well. It's good to be back, everyone. It really is, especially talking about Liverpool, especially on a night like this. It's amazing. Kebab says, if we win the Premier League on the last day after this, I'm going to lose it. It would be something else. It really would. To win it that way as well, to win it on the last day that way, will be... my head will explode. I'll come on a live stream and we're all going mental, shall we? My missus won't like it. She'll be like, shh, shh, stop being loud. But I'll be really loud. You know what I'm like, I can't be quiet. Tony Kelly says, I love Klopp more because he doesn't take all the credit, unlike some managers. All Klopp says is the boys did all the work and believed. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. No, I fully agree with you. Klopp is about the team. He knows he's not the one out there kicking the ball. You know, the manager is a big part in what goes on, and we all know that. Everyone knows that, don't they, in football? But he knows that it doesn't matter how many times you drill a certain training session, how many times you sit down with a room full of players and say to them, this is how you stop Lionel Messi. On the night, it's about those players that are out on the pitch and how they respond to what you're saying and stuff. And yeah, you're fully right. Klopp is that sort of manager that is like, he knows that the boys, it's down to what the boys do on the day. And yeah, those boys did amazing today. You know, whether they worked on certain things. Everyone was talking about could Liverpool stop Lionel Messi in the first game against them, and obviously Messi did his thing, but Lionel Messi tonight obviously had a few little tricks up his sleeve, didn't he? He was doing a bit of dribbling and stuff. At some points it's like you're watching a FIFA game, the way he runs with the ball. It's ridiculous. It really is. I mean, it's beyond me. I don't see how a player is that good at dribbling with the ball. He is mentally good, but all in all, the players, they had a plan obviously to shut him down, and it worked. So hats off to all of them. Arnell says, are you back for a long time, Daz? Says Arnell. I'm hoping to do a bit more content going forwards, my friend, like this. Obviously I'm not going to be jumping straight back in the deep end. This is on my phone. I used to do it on the computer and I had the full setup and everything like that. I've got to get it all back up and running and get my head around it all again. There was a lot of technical stuff that was going on, but yeah, it's been a few months, hasn't it, since I've done it all. So once I start getting me around it and that, I'll do a bit and stuff. But yeah, there'll be more content from me going forwards, guys. And I'm hoping to go up to Liverpool for the final. We're hoping that we can go up to Liverpool and obviously watch it up in Liverpool. So if any of you are planning on going to Liverpool and stuff, then it'd be great to actually meet some of you. And we were saying it ages ago, wasn't we? I got to meet a couple of you, but yeah, it'd be lovely to actually speak to some of you and, you know, actually see you face to face. Which top players will 100% come to us? What you think, Daz? It's a good question, Daddy. I can't see anyone really wanting to turn us down. I mean, if Liverpool come to the table now with an offer for you and the money's right, which I think the money would be right, I think we're in a financial position that we could offer good enough wages. We're fighting on all fronts, aren't we, for competition? I think everyone's going to take another look and go, Liverpool's come in. Yes, there's other top teams, but Liverpool's come in. So I think, I don't know who will come into Liverpool, but I think it's who do Liverpool need? Who do Liverpool need to bring in? Because we've done really well, but what will take us to the next step? What sort of players? I still feel like there's a playmaker, and I would love to see, you know, there's a lot of talk about De Ligt in Barcelona. I think I was told De Ligt's planning on or talking to Barcelona at the moment. I don't know how true that is or what's. Please don't take my word from it. I haven't been in the game looking at stuff like that, but yeah, I would have really liked him to come in because I think he could come into the team and be a great partnership for Virgil. Loved how Gomez started the season, so I think we've got quality centre back anyway there. But yeah, a playmaker in midfield would be nice. Get a few more goals from the midfield three moving forwards. I think if the midfield work on scoring a bit more goals next year, that would be lovely. That'd be lovely. I said it twice because it would be lovely. Imagine Kylian Mbappe at Liverpool, says Ferno. It's what dreams are made of, mate. It's what dreams are made of. I would love that. He would be the main player that I would spend all my money on. If you said to me we could buy 4 players or Mbappe, I would sign Mbappe. It'd be ridiculous. But then you've got your front three. You break up your front three and they work really well together. It's a tough one, isn't it? Kieran says, I lost respect for Suárez for his antics. You're not the only one, Kieran. You're not the only one. A lot of Liverpool fans were saying exactly the same. From the first game and then tonight. You know, me and my brother were shouting at the screen, like, with everything that he was doing. So, you're definitely not alone there, mate. Adam says, lost respect for Messi over the 2 legs, especially punching Fabinho, looking for fouls and moving the ball for a free kick. Yep. I think it's because they knew they would beat. They knew they would beat in this second game, so they was they was looking for all the dirty ways. My brother said to me, he was like, I can't believe they play this way and they get away with it. And I said, it's like watching when we was in the Champions League final last year. We was at the screening at Anfield watching it, and I remember being so angry watching the way Real Madrid play, because it's like they're dirty and they try for everything. They play completely different to how Liverpool are. Liverpool are, in my opinion, as a Liverpool supporter, granted, but I think we're a fair team. We try and win fairly. You know, we're aggressive, but we don't try and take people out or anything in a nasty way. Where there's, like you said, Messi punching Fabinho and stuff like that. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Michael Fleming says, welcome back, you look different. Bit of a detox, mate, for me. I've lost a lot of weight, to be honest. So yeah, but thank you for welcoming me back, mate. I hope you're well. Obviously I had personal reasons I had to go away, guys, so the health was a major part of that, so had to sort my health out. What else have we got here? I'm sorry if I'm missing messages, everyone. It's been a long time since I've been on. I'm trying to read as many as I can. It's been so good to see all of you again. Robert Collins says, back on a bang, Daz. Yeah, what a good night to come back, eh? I've been planning it for a while. I've been thinking to myself, I need to do it. And the YouTube account was basically, there was a lot of things that went on with YouTube, a lot of things that went on with my accounts on Facebook, Twitter and stuff. I'm still not on my Twitter account, so I know a lot of you guys have been sending me messages over the time and stuff, but a lot of my accounts have been hacked and stuff like that, and I've only just got my Facebook account back. So yeah, I've got my YouTube sorted out now, so it took me a bit of a while, guys, but yeah, I'm glad to be back tonight, especially with this occasion like this as well. 4 times I fell off my chair tonight. That's no good at my age. Try. Yeah, honestly. I sat back because this is a corner sofa. I'm sitting, it's a corner sofa. I said to my lot when they come around, I was like, that's my chair in the corner. You know, as boss of your house, you're like, it's my chair in the corner, right? I want to lounge in the corner. As soon as the game kicked off, a few minutes in, because of how Liverpool started, I couldn't sit back in the corner. I was on the edge of the seat. Me and my brother every couple of minutes was jumping up and down, and when we scored, you know, boys, didn't we? We're boisterous and that, jumping around like idiots, and it turns you all into kids, doesn't it? You think you're like 15, 16 again. We're not, are we? You know, I know my health can't take too many amazing nights. I would like to see a few more, but they got to remember that there's a lot of old Liverpool supporters as well, isn't there? We're not all young spring chickens, you know. Kieran says, I do miss the beard. I used to tell you it was a cool beard. Oh, yes. I know there was a few people that loved the beard, and others that was like, oh, get rid of the beard. It's horrible. But, you know, now my face has slimmed out a bit. It's not the slimmest, but I liked having a beard when I was a bit chubbier, because I had a lot more weight on me. So, yeah, it covered, didn't it? It covers a bit of the chin and stuff when you have a beard. Some of you blokes be able to relate. But yeah, so with losing quite a lot of weight, I was like, right, go down to a bit of stubble again. It's a lot easier. It feels nicer as well when the hot weather kicks in. It's nice to have it shorter for definite. Connor says tonight proved why Alisson Becker is world class top keeper and worth every penny. Connor is spot on there, everyone, isn't he? Connor, so true. I mean, did Alisson pay? He proved tonight how much we paid for him. He paid it all off tonight, didn't he? We let him slide how much we paid for him, because I know a lot of people was like, oh, he's a good goalkeeper, but was it too much? Not talking about that. I mean, he's been brilliant, and he's been fantastic since he's come in. He's part of the reason why we've been so good this year as well. But tonight alone, save after save after save. He just looked like no one was going to score. And I think when you're playing against a keeper and a team where even if you have chances, like, let's put it this way, Barcelona, they had chances, didn't they, in this game? And Alisson, even when they were shooting and that, I didn't feel like Alisson was out of his comfort zone with making the saves. I felt like he was in Terminator mode. It was like, not on my watch. And I loved it. I love seeing it. I love seeing a confident goalkeeper between the sticks, because we don't need to talk about the other goalkeepers and what they did and their past and stuff, but we brought in Alisson, we paid the money for him, we know that he's a quality goalkeeper in the world, we've seen how good he can be. It's only his first season at Liverpool, and that performance tonight, quid's in. Thank you very much, Alisson. Top dog. Guys, I've seen that there's some money up there or whatever. I don't know whether I missed. I said thank you to a few of you that donated. if I missed anyone, thank you so much for the donations. Like I said, don't donate because I haven't been on YouTube in ages. This is the first one about. Honestly, I'm grateful for what you did, but I just wanted to come on and talk to you lot, and speak about how amazing Liverpool's been, because we haven't done it in ages, and I miss it. I miss all of you. Anthony says Shia LaBeouf lookalike is back. Yes, good old Shia LaBeouf. I always said it, didn't I? People always say I look like Shia LaBeouf, and I was like, of all the actors, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, all of the ones that the women love, and there's me, good old Shia LaBeouf. I pulled my missus, and she's the most beautiful woman in the world, I'll have you know. Robert says, wish I could stay longer, Daz, but I've got school in the morning and need my energy to take the mic tomorrow. Alright, mate, thank you for joining me anyway for what you did tonight. Have fun at school. For any of you that are going to school tomorrow or at work, take great pleasure in it, because I tell you what, if we would have been kicked out of Champions League tonight, they would have made your life a misery, basically. I saw it after the first game, 3-0 down, all my mates, and was like, glad that Barcelona are kicking Liverpool out of Champions League, hate to see them win anything and all that. Now, we get to laugh at all those fans, because we're the best team in the world, aren't we? I think Thomas said good night somewhere, because people are saying good night. Good night, Thomas. If you're off, mate, I'm off, lads. Night. You're never going, Thomas. Good night, my friend. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure seeing you in here again tonight. Hopefully, I get to speak to you a lot more soon. The Kilwood says, wow, 25. Wow, 25. Hang on. I've definitely missed something that you guys are talking about there. I've got to get used to the fact that in the live chat, you guys all talk as well about stuff. British Warrior says, can't wait for the transfer videos again. Oh, British. Those were some of the good ones, weren't they? We had some, though, didn't we? You know, like the Fekir one that was playing with us big time. That was dragging. I hated that. Hated how that went as well. But, you know, I really enjoyed keeping an eye on the transfers anyway. So, yeah, we definitely talk about transfers going forwards. And to be honest, hopefully there's nothing like the Fekir saga again, because that was the worst thing in the history of this whole channel, to be honest. Kieran, Daz, were you in the Transformers movies? I swear you were in them. Yeah, mate. Yeah, with Megan Fox. Not bad, is it, eh? Anthony says, if you can win, if you can, will there be an end of the season live stream? Yeah, hopefully so. Obviously, it will mainly be getting your views on it and stuff like that, because there was a few games this season that I missed because of the personal reasons I was talking about. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't doing content on YouTube, because I wasn't able to keep up with Liverpool. I wasn't able to watch games at one point. Obviously, I was told about how good we was doing and the scores. But, so it'd be good to have a catch up with you guys and just talk about what your favourite game in the season was and stuff like that, if that's what you want to do. Then, yeah, of course, I'm down for that. That's the sort of stuff that we used to do, wasn't it, on the channel? And hopefully we'll be doing a lot more of it moving forwards, guys. Tony Kelly, Daz, you are loved. 44 viewers, and you're only back, and you're only getting started. Yeah, it's amazing. Honestly, I thought I'd have like 2 people, because I knew I was messaging a couple of people and was like, I think I'm going to go on YouTube. And they was like, oh, I'll be on there. So it was lovely for all of you to turn out. So honestly, I'm so... it's amazing. I'm speechless over it, to be honest. So thank you so much for sticking with me over all this time, guys. Honestly, it means a lot. Dirk Girl says, Virgil surely could ring Delit and Ziyech and persuade them. Yeah, you know, imagine that phone call. Big Verge picks up the phone, gives him a call, and he says, you need to come and play for Liverpool. And Delit's like, yeah, but Barcelona. And Verge goes, 4-0. Delit goes, all right, I'll pack my bags, I'm on my way. Pritesh says, can't wait till Ox is back properly, like a new signing. 100%. It's been a long time, hasn't it, for him? And it's amazing to see him, you know, come on and start to play a bit of football. But it'd be amazing to actually have him fully fit and ready for selection and playing his football, because what a player he was when he really started kick-starting his career at Liverpool, and then obviously the bad injury. So it'd be fantastic seeing him come back into the team. Michael Fleming says, Daz, did you order the new kits, both of them? Michael, I haven't yet, but I need to. I love them. I do love them. You know what I'm like. I like to have the kits and stuff, but my priority, looking at it this time, is I don't know what one to get my son, to be honest. Probably the home one. But you know what they're like when they're little. They grow so quick. It's like I bought him a couple of kits this year, and he grows out of them too quick. Liam says, mate, it's been ages. Where have you been? Liam Gavs, mate. Personal, mate, personal. But I'm back, hopefully, doing a bit of content and that for you lot. But I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me tonight, mate. It's a pleasure speaking to you all again. Liam says, who do you want in the final, mate? Liam. I say, I'm not too bothered. I said, is it a negative that if we get Spurs that they're used to playing us? And then there was a really good comment in the live chat that said, but we're used to playing them as well. So it could be a positive. So yeah, but either way, to be honest, either way. I'll take either of them with the confidence that Liverpool play with tonight, brushing Barcelona out like that. You know, then why shouldn't we be confident against either of them? It's going to be an entertaining final, definitely, with either of them, I think. But hopefully it's a walk in the park for Liverpool, though. I like the black goalie kit, dirty. I had this in my head. I was like, to be honest, out of all of them, I think I really, really like the black goalie kit. That was one thing that stood out to me. I was like, I've got a black Liverpool kit, a top, that was actually Torres, because we went to watch a game. It was a friendly against Swindon years ago, obviously, when Torre played for us, and he threw the top into the crowd, and I ended up with it. So I've got that, and I really like the black Liverpool kits, and that one looks really smart. So I'm contemplating buying that one for definite for next season. Let's go, says Mr. Banana. Let's go. Hello, my friend. How are you? What else we got? Adam says about the black keeper kit, I think. The Gold Champions League trim on. Oh my. So yeah, more of you obviously loving that kit as well. Connor Niblett. Joel Matip has been Liverpool's most improved player this season. Yeah, that's a really valid point there. And what are your lot's views on that? Obviously, if you're not watching it live, leave a comment. Has Joel Matip been the most improved Liverpool player this season? Or would you give it to someone like Fabinho? Obviously, his first season, and he's come in, and when he first started, people was like, is he that good? And then now it's like, he has to play every game, he's that good. What is everyone's views? But yeah, like I said, Joel Matip has come up big in some games for us, albeit, like I said, he does worry me a bit when people cross the ball in low to the box. Old lanky legs, he gets his toe on it and nearly goes in our own goal a couple of times, doesn't it? But he's shown that he still wants to play for Liverpool for sure. I'm going to go for Ajax just because we played Tottenham twice in the league, and if Ajax it feel like proper European night, then yeah, Liam, yeah, definitely. It would feel more like that, wouldn't it? For sure. But like people were saying, obviously Spurs, they're not used to Champions League, so they ain't got the experience as well. So there's so many different points to that, isn't there? Who you would rather, and I think a lot of people's opinions would differ over that. Arnell says both of them for sure. Yeah. Anthony says Shaq has been good this season, just needs more playing time. Yeah, I think he would be better if he was played more regularly because of his sharpness. I think Shaqiri definitely is a player that he plays better, doesn't he, when he's got the confidence, and I think he gets confidence from more game time. Tonight, when he first started playing, you know, giving away the ball quite a bit, definitely grew into the game a bit towards the end. But I think when he first come into Liverpool, he's a different player to what we've got. He's that playmaker, isn't he? And it would be nice to see him utilised more, for sure, next season. The past few months, Matip has been brilliant, but for me, Trent most improved. He's getting better and better. That's a good point again, Trent there. People are still talking about Trent's defensive abilities. Obviously, going forwards, he's amazing. But I think teams are targeting Trent at right back to try and get at him. So, yeah, I think he's so young. He's got so much room for improvement. I mean, what a player. The way his brain works for that corner tonight, that lad is going to be one of the best players in the world. I mean, he's already up there, isn't he? But he's got so much. The ceiling is huge on Trent. I think Robbo as well. I mean, Robbo was brilliant anyway, but he's just looking more solid. I mean, Robocop Robbo, I called him, didn't I, on my watch-alongs, and I thought, how can he really get much better? I mean, maybe better delivery into the box, because we knew that Klopp pointed out that, like, where's his crossing gone? Because we bought him for his crossing and stuff like that. He was solid defensively, but I mean, again, he's another one. Our left and right backs have been fantastic this year with assists, and Robbo. I mean, how many times has Robbo been the last man back for Liverpool and gets his foot stuck in or comes across and headers the ball out or something? Absolutely fantastic. What a player we got there. We stole him. The amount of money we paid for him, we absolutely stole him. Liam says also Ajax knocking out Real and Juvie on the way. They've done fantastic, mate. There's nothing taken away from them. How good they've done this year to get where they've got, and if they do make it to the final, like someone said earlier, they do deserve it as well. So it'd be a tough game, no doubt, if we get them. I think either game would be tough, but I'm just hoping that we got too much for both of them teams. I think, like it was pointed out earlier on in the live chat though, they've got a few gems, haven't they, Ajax? Players that we're not quite used to playing against, but they're not used to playing against us as well. Swings and roundabouts, goes both ways. Michael says, where's my Barca fans at? They're quiet tonight, aren't they? Yeah, they're quiet. Big shout out to the Barcelona fans. We had a few subscribers on this channel that were Barcelona fans ages ago, because I remember them saying, we want you to, when it was Champions League final last year, they was like saying, we want you to beat Real Madrid in the final. So, yeah, I know there was a few that subscribed to this channel, so I bet they're licking their wounds tonight. They would have been so confident going into this second game with that lead that they had, thinking, oh, we're going to walk them. And when they say Salah's out as well as Bobby, they're probably thinking, it's going to be easy. And then, Liverpool turn up. It's mental, absolutely mental, the way we played tonight. They couldn't do anything against us, to be honest. I mean, they had their chances, but Michael says, say chap for me. Chap. Jolly good chap. Is that what you was hinting at? Like, Anthony says, that's what I mean. Will Klopp offer him a new one? Mr. Wiley Cat says, brilliant result. 100%, mate. Fantastic result. Who was you talking about there about offering him a new one? I'm not too sure which player he was on about there. Obviously, I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well. Who do you think this win will attract us to sign? Everyone. Why would anyone not want to play for Liverpool is my thing. I mean, there would be players out there that would, it's a geography thing, isn't it? Like, some players won't want to play in England, they want to play in Spain, or in Germany maybe. I mean, there's not much of a difference, to be honest, in my head, between playing in the Bundesliga and playing in the Premier League, like, in actually the geography side of things. But it would only just come down to that, because if a player wants to play in the Premier League and they're looking at what team should I sign, if Liverpool's putting their contract on the table, then you're not going to snuff a Liverpool contract fighting for the Premier League this year. Going to do it again next year, no two ways about it, the way we play. Everyone's talking about the divide, the gap between us, Man City, and the rest of the Premier League. Like, the quality is there to be seen, and surely we're only going to get better. Hopefully we do. So yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't attract all the top quality players. I think, like I said earlier on this live stream, I said, for me, what it comes down to is, who does Liverpool want? Who takes us to the next step? So that's the major question that I'm going to be very interested and intrigued on seeing where Klopp's head is at, because then that would tell you who he thinks is maybe the weakest links at Liverpool. It's always interesting to see that, because whether he's bringing in someone to be a backup, or if they're a big name, they're not going to be a backup, are they? So you think, right, he wanted to improve the starting 11, or this person's coming in for squad depth. Shaqiri was one that he's a different type of player, as we said. He's a playmaker, different to the other midfielders that we got, different winger to what we got the other two. Mane, Salah, they're very direct, want to use pace, getting behind. I mean, they can do the other stuff as well, but Shaqiri's, he's get it out wide, he can whip a cross in, the others can cross, but I think Shaqiri's just different. But a lot of people was under the same belief that for the price that we paid for him as well, it's a good addition as a squad depth player. Mix it up in games that are hard to break the teams down. You've got Shaqiri to bring on as well. So yeah, be interested to see what names we're linked with, and legitimate links. not silly names, because we get that every transfer window. Liverpool are going to go after Dybala, Liverpool are going to go after this player, and you can always snuff out the silly names. So the ones that Klopp, has identified, right, this makes sense to us because that's someone that we haven't got. We ain't got a player like that. Or Klopp spoke in interviews that Liverpool lacked this in certain games last season. So if he's after this name, they give us this, and this. So it would make sense that we're going after him. So I love transfers, guys. I honestly do. Mr. Banana says, get Werner. Quality striker, very good. Obviously, Naby's already at Liverpool. There's rumours there, isn't there? He's another pacey striker that if, like for instance, like tonight, Salah's not able to play, you would have Werner. Someone that can get him behind, someone that can finish for definite. He's got more about him than just the pace. I know a lot of people talk about his pace in that sense, but I think there's a lot more to him than that as well. But it'd be interesting to see whether we go after someone like Werner, whether Origi sticks around at Liverpool. What's going to happen with Sturridge? You've got Brewster that was obviously promised, more game time at Liverpool because of him sticking around at Liverpool. There was a big deal over that, wasn't there? A big situation there. So Brewster's going to be blooded into the first team more going forwards, I believe, next season. Obviously, the injury held him back. So yeah, in an attacking sense, it'd be interesting to see what happens with the players that we've got at the club, to see what moves we're going to make in the transfer window as well. Connor says, yes, Alisson will be wearing the number 1 next season. Yeah, he will. He's getting the number 1 kit, which we all kind of knew, wasn't it? It was a respect thing, wasn't it? Not to take the number 1 when he come in because of obviously the goalkeeper that we had already here. So but he is our number 1 goalkeeper, and he's going to stay our number 1 goalkeeper. So it only makes sense, doesn't it? The new season, then he can have the number 1 shirt. It's done then. They can change numbers. New season, done. Adam says, that's a shout, Kieran. He's a turn of pace as well. Yep, never clicked in the video so far, says Ryan Owen. He said, mate, I'm so glad you're back. Was worried, took a miracle to bring back the beast. What a night to come back, mate. Thank you so much for your kind words. Never clicked the video so far. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you that joined me tonight. I thought I'd have a couple of people because I haven't been on in a while, but it's been an absolute pleasure talking to all of you and seeing all of your faces again. What was I going to say? There was something I was going to say there as well. I can't remember. It's gone. It's gone out of my head. You know what it's like. You get muddled up in the hype, don't you? Talking to you lot. Origi needs to stick around. I mean, look at what games we could have dropped points without him. Tony Kelly is a valid point, mate. He's proved that he can score big goals for us. Liam says, my perfect transfer market: delete Timo Werner, Fekir, Ryan Sessegnon, and backup keeper. That would be a good one, mate, for definite. Ali says, hello everyone. Hello Ali, mate. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I hope you're well. Anthony says, will Naby be fit for the final? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at the moment, mate. Like I said, I've been out of the game for a little while, so I'm not fully clued up on everything, the ins and outs of Liverpool at the moment. But obviously, as I start doing more content, I start doing my research, and I feel you know what I'm like. I'll do videos based on certain things, like Naby will be fit for this, and it's someone, that's what I always used to do. It took me ages to do all the research and that, but tonight it was a spare in a moment. I knew I was coming back, but because of such a great result, I was like, I need to get on. I've literally whacked the phone on. I've gone live on my phone, It's a different setup, isn't it, to what I used to do. Ashley says, good night, Daz. Got an early morning. Good to see you back. Thank you so much, Ash. Take care, mate. Thank you for joining me, and hope you have a good day tomorrow. Hope all the Liverpool fans have a good day around all their friends that don't support Liverpool. Anthony Perry says, oh man, we need him back. Naby was getting into it. He was just starting to come into his rhythm. I mean, everyone was big. Remember when we was linked with him, we was like, oh, what a player it would be for us, and then we signed him, and we was like, Naby's going to come in, he's going to blow the league up, he's brilliant. Some people were saying he's better than Kante, and it was like, he's a different player, but yeah, there was just big high ceilings that we all had for him, and then he come in and people was like, he's not as good as what I thought he was, is it going to take time? And yeah, I think that's all it is. There's a bedding period for all players. Some players hit the ground running really quick, other players takes time, some players it never works. Naby, we just started to see that. I think it's scoring a couple of goals, the confidence was oozing in. I mean, defensively he was all over the pitch as well, starting to prove why we signed him, and he was looking really good. So it was a big blow, not just for us, but for him, I think, because it was the wrong time for that to happen to him, wasn't it? We saw it with Ox, similar to what happened with Ox, wasn't it? Even though Ox was a massive one, Ox started to play really well. I mean, he was a fantastic player. I mean, got injured, and it's something that, as a football fan, you don't want to see your players go through that, because it must be horrible for them. But he'll be back, and hopefully he carries on where he left off. And I think next season he would have had more time to bed in with the team, you know, making friends as well. Because I think there was a big thing, wasn't there, about Naby keeping himself to himself a bit. There was talk about that. So yeah, by next year, you know, he'll have his besties, and they'll all be great friends. They would all work together, worked on tactics a lot more, and they would all be more experienced because of, you know, the new players coming into the team, what they've been through, Champions League final, winning the Champions League, obviously, doing so well in the Premier League. All that just adds to the players will grow as human beings as well as football players. So I think there's big things for a lot of the players next year, hopefully. JT says, Daz, what signings would you like to see in the summer? It's difficult, mate. Definitely. I said a few times, I think I would like to see De Ligt and a playmaker in midfield. I still think that there's two areas there that I think there's room for us to squeeze two players in there. Other than that, I'm just intrigued to see who we go after, mate. But of course, you lot let me know in the comment section your views on it. Tony, I really believe Naby Keita will have his best season next season, coming from a few injuries and knowing the league a bit more. 100%. I fully agree with that. I think the same sort of thing as what I was saying, wasn't it? Remember, guys, I used to have me cup of teas. I've got a cup of tea, but it went cold. I talk so much on these live streams. My teas always went cold, didn't they? And they're still going cold. But I don't have the sugars like I used to. So I'm a bit healthier. Not drinking it anyway. It's healthier, isn't it? Just drinking a glass of water should be better. Adam says, Klopp has proven his recruitment. He wouldn't have signed Naby if he wasn't sure. 100% Adam. 100%. I think you look at all the players that he signed, they've all played a part. I mean, people that are doubting Shaqiri, I mean, tonight I've seen people weren't happy with his performance, but he played a part in the team that beat Barcelona 4-0 and got to the Champions League final tonight. So I think there's a lot of players that Klopp's brought in that people have been like, is it going to work? Is he a Liverpool player? You know, and yeah, fantastic so far. Liverpool have been really clever with their recruitment. Over the last couple of years, we've really stepped it up a notch, and not just that, but with the selling as well, haven't we? Like the fees that we're getting for players. We're not just going, they want out of Liverpool, we're not going to use them, so we sod them. We sell them off for half the price that we probably could get from. All of a sudden it's like, hey, you know what? They're a Liverpool player at the moment. If someone wants them, if someone's interested in them, we're going to get as much money as we can for them, because they are a Liverpool player after all. Whether they want to play for us or not, we're Liverpool Football Club. They have trained with Liverpool Football Club, so they're a good player, so you're going to pay a good fee. There's only a couple of players, isn't there, that it's been like, oh, you know, hearing what sort of fees we're being thrown about for Simon Mignolet was ridiculous, like how cheap it was, and I was like, no way. Not when you see the price that we got for Ibe and players like that, you know, like, I know people's views on Mignolet, but still, like in today's market and what Liverpool do, we should be holding out for more money, which we didn't sell him, did we? So that was good. The power of hugs, says Ryan. Yeah, definitely the power of hugs, mate. Loads of hugs going around tonight, I'm sure. This Hendo looks much better as box to box. Kieran, I said it for years. I was saying it on the channel before. Any of you guys that obviously remember on the channel, I always said I didn't think he was a holding midfielder. I was never the greatest fan of John Henson. I knew that he had some ability, but I never was fully convinced by John Henson. And I was that fan, and I always held my hands up about that. But I always said I felt like he was being held back because he was playing that holding role. He had to do a job. He was Liverpool captain. Klopp needed someone to play a holding role. John Henson did it. But recently, Hendo said himself, didn't he? He said, I feel like I could have given more going forward. So I spoke to the manager, and obviously he's been given that role. Yeah, he's aggressive. He's on the front foot. He looks faster. Honestly, how quick does he look sometimes? I'm like, what's Usain Bolt, Hendo, like what? What's going on here? It's like Arya Stark, isn't he, from Game of Thrones? Anyone who watches Game of Thrones, you know, the mask and stuff. Like it's Usain Bolt really as Arya Stark. Yeah, like he does look like a completely different player. I mean, he's one of the fittest players, obviously. It gives it his all. That's the one thing I've always said about Hendo is whether he was always ever good enough for Liverpool in spells was a debatable question that always went around Liverpool fans. Some people loved him, some people didn't. But I always knew that Hendo was trying his all for Liverpool, and you've heard the stories about him getting upset and stuff when he thought he was going to be leaving and things. So, yeah, and tonight, another great performance from him. I thought he was done though. I thought he was off the pitch. It was his knee, wasn't it? It was buckled. So I just hope that we don't keep getting more injuries because obviously we have still got a Champions League final to play in, so we don't want any more injuries. Fingers and toes to cross, as we say, ladies and gentlemen. Connor says, I wonder if we see another Fabinho deal in the summer. Like we've all been talking about the player for months, and then out the blue, without any rumours, we sign him. I'll tell you what, that would be lovely, mate. I like doing the research. You know, Connor, me and you, obviously, Connor's team on the bench, he's one of the team. We talk about transfers and that, we were talking about transfers before, and it was very much like, it's good to follow transfers. I followed the Virgil one, I was following the Fekir one for ages, I followed others, I followed the others that signed for us and stuff. And it's good to know when one's coming, it's good to get it right when it comes off and stuff, but sometimes it is refreshing when you don't know anything about them and then all of a sudden, bosh, they come in, you're like, whoa. Especially when they're a really good player. And, you know, even someone like Robbo, when we signed Robbo, everyone was like, what? No, we need a better left back than that. You're not going to get a better left back than that. Robertson, you're not going to get a better one. So it definitely, I do love it. I think it would be really refreshing. I mean, it's like the old days, isn't it? You don't know anything about transfer and all of a sudden it happens. Let me just double check this because that's just failed. That's alright, it's still up. I had to refresh this because it come up saying that it failed, but I think someone let me know in the live chat. Can you still see me alright? I think it's alright. I've been going for an hour and a half. I'm popping on. This is what always used to happen. I'm popping on for a chat with the Liverpool supporters. I'll get on and start talking to you. I haven't been on in ages, so I knew it wouldn't just be a short one anyway. Liam says, hey Daz, we're the famous Red Kitchen gone, pal. The kitchen is that away. It's still over there. I'm just not on the computer, mate. I'm on my phone at the moment. So, yeah, you'll see the kitchen again. When I get on my normal setup and everything, the kitchen's still there. Everyone used to say to me, what's going on with the kitchen, man? I'm like, it's where I cook up all the good stuff. It's just a kitchen. It's just where I have it. It's in my house. Tony says, I've heard Timo Werner is a done deal in the summer because of the departure of Sturridge with his contract running off. Yeah, someone said to me that they think it's done. This isn't anyone in the know or anything, just they said that they saw or was reading something and was like, yeah, Werner is coming to Liverpool. And I was like, is it too soon to say that someone's definitely going to sign for Liverpool? Who knows, mate? Who knows? I mean, if we sign Werner, then yeah, quality. He's a quality player. I'll take any quality players to Liverpool to add to what we've got. It's only going to help, isn't it? But yeah, in my mind, I still feel like maybe it's a bit too soon to say, yeah, he's coming or they're coming at the moment. I think let's win the Champions League. Fingers and toes crossed that something happens to City and we win the Premier League as well. Then the world's our oysters. Just pick anyone. We should be able to pick anyone we want anyway, to be honest. Mbappe, that's what I want. It's not going to happen. PS says we should go for Icardi because he's unsettled at Inter Milan. Icardi's always been a player that I've rated. I think he's a good player. I would take him, mate. Interesting to say he's unsettled at Inter Milan though. Is he looking for a way out? Have you seen something about it? He's looking for a way out. Anthony says Timo linked with Bayern too, so who knows? That'd be an interesting move for him, or a choice, should I say, if Liverpool are in and Bayern. Does he stick to a league that he knows? Does it there, or does he go to the best team in the world? It's easy, really, isn't it? You go to Liverpool, of course you do. Leo says, Red LFC Kitchen, we're going to call it from now on, mate. Yes, the LFC Kitchen. That's what it should be, shouldn't it? People always used to say to me, you should do cooking videos. I'm like, yeah, I don't really cook though. I'll do some beans on toast or something while I'm on lunch. I can cook. I just wouldn't want to embarrass myself because I'd probably burn it on the live stream. I think that's linked with Zaha, says Ryan. It's interesting, Ryan, isn't it, that one? Because we've been linked with him on and off a little bit. There was a lot of talk about it. A lot of Liverpool fans was hyped about Zaha, saying, "Oh, would you take him down?" And there was big conversations in the live streams back when I was doing it, saying about him. I said, "Look, he's a player that causes us problems when we play against him. So anyone that causes us problems, I think, take them away from their team, and they no longer cause us a problem." So. Kieran says, "Good night, Dad. Great stream as always." Thank you so much, Kieran. Good night to you, my friend. Take care. Hope you have a good day tomorrow, mate. And thank you for joining me tonight. Same goes to all of you if you've joined and you're getting off or whatever shortly. Thank you so much for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Colin says, "According to rumours, we could get Hakim Ziyech and Julian Brandt for 50 million. Both players have release clauses of 25 million. Colin, in that regards, is it a no-brainer that you go and sign both of them players?" Yeah, I would. I'd take both them players at Liverpool. I think they're both quality players with a lot of time for their improvement as well. Like, they could become fantastic players, and I think they're not players. We could sign them players and say to them, "Look, you're not always going to be first teamers at Liverpool," and they'd be like, "All right, whatever." They'd be happy to play for Liverpool, but not expect to come straight in and be a first teamer constantly. I mean, they might be if they're arrogant, but I feel like they're that's the sort of pond that we should be fishing in. Does that make sense? The players that have got fantastic ability already maybe have some touch and go games, so there's a lot of room for improvement. Raw talents, basically, is what I'm saying. And then that way we can bed them into Liverpool, bring them into games, and just let them grow at Liverpool. But don't forget, we've got some quality youth players as well, guys. That they're going to be another year older. Looking to break into the team. So Tony says, "I heard Leon Bailey wouldn't want to join us, but I don't know how true that is. He would help our squad depth." He's another one. A lot of you liked Leon Bailey and wanted him to come to us, but I don't know. I think back months ago when there was something about him being linked, I think I heard that he wasn't interested, but then Liverpool have done really well in the Premier League. Got to another Champions League final, might change players' mind, but does it matter? If a player like Leon Bailey doesn't want to come to Liverpool, your loss, isn't it? There's plenty more fish in the sea, and we've got a big fishing rod that we're going to use if we want to, and we're not too worried about players that think they're too big for Liverpool or whatever. Like I said, if it's a geography thing, if they don't want to live in England, don't want to play in the Premiership, fair enough. But when you've heard in the past, we've been linked with a player and they're like, "Nah, Liverpool's not good enough, I want to win trophies, I want to go to this club," and stuff like that, then that's not the sort of players that Klopp's going to bring in, because this is why in the past Liverpool brought in some quality players, and then a couple of years down the line they're like, "I want out," because they just want to win something straight away and then move on to another club, win something there straight away, move on to another club. That's what they want. They're just trophy hunters. You don't want trophy hunters. You want, and Klopp wants players that want to come in and they want to be legends at Liverpool. They want to stay. They want to build a legacy at Liverpool, for Liverpool. I think that's a major thing when Klopp speaks to them. I think that's what he's trying to identify as that type of player, and I think that's why it's working, because that's the sort of players that you want. It's someone that's going to bleed for your team, basically, and bleed for the fans, and that's what we're seeing on the pitch. The boys will give it their all in games when we needed to score a goal late on. The boys are finding that extra step because they want to do it for Liverpool. They want to do it because they love the club. They give it their all. Whereas if you've got a player that doesn't see a game going their way and they're like, "I'm not going to try it," that's not the sort of player that you want. And we've had players like that, haven't we, over the years? Touch and miss in big moments in games and stuff. We're now starting to see the team's got it to grind out results. The team's got it to take that extra step, to keep going them extra few minutes in their legs, that when their legs are like jelly. And, you're 3-0 down against Barcelona, most players will be like, it's done. Liverpool players that Klopp's signing now, and, the atmosphere that we're building and what he's drilling into the players' heads it's never done. I mean, I think it was in the interview afterwards, he said, I said to the players, if it was anyone else, I would say it's impossible, like, to do this tonight, to come back against that 3-0 thing. This was before the game. He said it. He said to him, but because it's you, it's not impossible. It was, the wording was something like that, and I think that's incredible, because, you know, as a player, you would be like, that's how much faith he's got in us, that he says if it was anyone else, it wouldn't happen. But he knows that it's Liverpool and it's that team and them players and the mentality that we've got now, that we can do it. We could do it, and we did. So whatever Klopp said, whatever the players were saying to each other, it worked. And that's how we got to keep going, pushing forwards, and that's the sort of players we need to bring in that are going to come in and slot into that. Nigel says Zaha not good enough, ex-Scum player. There is that as well, ladies and gentlemen. Liam says, what's your thoughts on the title race, mate? Do you think it's still doable or it's done? I truly still believe we're going to pull it off, mate. I think you've always got to have, you know, belief that it can happen. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, if you don't think that it can happen, then at the beginning of the season, or you draw a game midway through the season, you go, oh, that's it, it's done. Anything can happen in football, and that's why it's such a great sport. That's why we all love it. That's why we watch it all the time, is because anything's possible. You know, one of the lowest teams in Division 2 or whatever could beat a Premier team in a cup game, and it's just what passion and fans can do, and what moments can happen in a game, and luck, and so anything can happen. So I wouldn't write off that City are going to blitz their last game and that they won't drop points in that one. You know, on paper it looks like it's definitely theirs to lose, isn't it? And it looks like they should be able to win the league, but you've got to have faith, and you've got to have belief that we can still come away with the league. And if we have faith, then who knows, anything's possible. Adam says, if we had Delete, we would rarely concede. I think so. I think he's quality. I think him and Virgil were they're going to boss it if they was a partnership together in the Premier League. But you know, I'm not saying that Gomez isn't going to come back and be that centre back partnership with Virgil again, because I really liked watching them two play. They was fast, they were solid, they were ridiculous. Do you remember at the beginning? Oh my God, how good was them two? So yeah, you bring in Delete, and then it takes away from Gomez's progression, doesn't it? And he was doing so well. But yeah, I would not stump my nose at him, mate. I think he would be solid with Virgil. So saying that haven't conceded at Anfield in Champions League since Mbappe in September. Anthony says, we're showing Suárez what is missing at Liverpool. Yep, no matter how dirty you are, how many tricks you try as Suárez, we've seen it all before. It didn't work tonight, mate. You can't pull the wall over our eyes. We saw it, we dealt with it, we handled it. I did think Fabinho was going to get a red card tonight. I'm not going to lie. I was literally watching that game going, oh, Fabinho, don't stick your leg in. Because they was gunning for him. I said it at the beginning. They wanted him to get a red card. And when he got a yellow card, fair tackle, by the way, I was like, no. But it didn't happen. He kept his cool. He was really good. There was a few moments that I was like, squeaky bum all time. But no, he was solid. Tony says, didn't Zaha used to play for Man United? Bin him. Then don't want ex-Man United players. Yeah, he did, mate, he did. Colin says, do we go and sign a backup left back for Robbo with the departure of Alberto Moreno, or do we bring in Adam Lewis from the youth squad? That's a good question, because again, it's one of them, do you stunt the growth of your youth player, or do you say, okay, we do need another at a certain level left back, and still there's moments that the youth player can still progress. So it's a valid question, that I'd like to know what everyone's views are on that. But yeah, I think if Moreno goes, I think go and sign another left back, because you don't want the massive drop off in class, do you? You still got James Milner about. Milner will play left back, like you saw tonight. So you've got that, but I think there's room for a left back in the team. I really do. Mickey, hi Mickey, mate. How are you? Hope you're well, my friend. Good to see you in here tonight. Tony says, if you concede less, there's more of a chance you win the league. 100%. You know, if you don't concede a goal, all you've got to do is score one goal, and that's it. You know, you win a game. You win a game, that's 3 points in the league, isn't it? So rinse and repeat. Liam says, yeah, I agree. Gomez, Virgil van Dijk was brilliant. I play 3 at the back. De Ligt, Gomez, Virgil van Dijk. That would be delicious. That would be really good to see that. It would give us another option to be able to play at 3 at the back. See whether Klopp would have that in his mind. I mean, we could do that now, technically. You could fit Gomez in 3 at the back without Joel Matip's been playing, I guess. LFC 1892, it's been a while. It has, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you're okay, mate. Good to see you in here tonight. Mickey says, promote from youth for left back. So, Mickey, you're under the belief, mate. We've got James Milner anyway, as I was saying. So, you would let the youth player step up for the left back spot. So, yeah, I like that. Anthony says, Klopp needs to pick a mid-3 next season and try to stick with it. So stick with the mid-3, don't change it as much. Obviously it's difficult, isn't it, because you want your team to get used to playing together, like we got a front 3 and stuff, and you want your back line to stay the same so they're used to each other. But when you've got a long season, you're in all competitions, you know that there's going to be changes, and you know that you need to rotate and keep the fitness up, and that's why it's imperative that you have the squad depth as well, isn't it, mate? So, Mo Patel, yo, Dad, still up, mate? Yes, mate, I'm still talking about Liverpool. Couldn't help it, I haven't been on for a while, so had to talk for a bit. See you lovely lot. LFC, Klopp needs to realise that Gomez isn't built to be a full-back, he's built to be a centre-back. Yeah, I think so. I think he's wasted at right-back, to be honest, mate. You know, like you said, full-back, right or left-back. I think when I saw him start playing centre-back, I would only play him centre-back and let him grow into a centre-back role, because I think he was fantastic there. The main thing that people were saying his weaknesses was sometimes his positioning, which was mainly at right back. His positioning was caught out, and headering, but he got a lot better at headering, I noticed. Mickey says, I'm good, had a few personal probs lately, but great, mate, at work at the moment. Oh, sorry to hear about your personal problems, mate. Obviously, I know I've been there, mate. I'm going through it as well. I hope that they're getting sorted out for you, mate. It's never nice to hear that. But yeah, sorry that you're at work as well. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be at work now, but after that result, I bet you're buzzing going into work, mate. Get to show off to all the people. I like Chilwell and Tierney, but they too good to be backup players. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, would they come in to play a backup when they could play for a lot of Premier League teams, couldn't they? Divock getting his statue built now, says Tariq. Yeah, outside Anfield. We'd build it ourselves, wouldn't we? Let's all go down and build it. Need Genie in there as well. It should be them two celebrating together. That would be a good statue, wouldn't it? He'll never have to pay for a pint in the Swan again, Divock. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't either, should he? We don't need a new winger. We got Wilson coming up. Anthony Wilson, quality player. He's been fantastic. I'd love to see Wilson come back in, play for Liverpool. I think he would be such a good player if he got into our team now. Mickey says, I'm giving it to the Manx here. Good man. I would be as well. There's no Manx in this house, mate, so I can't give it to him. Liv says, just think we've also got Ox back, fully fit. He'd be like a new signing. Just think of a midfield of Ox, Fabinho and Naby. Yeah, it's tasty. It's a tasty thought, mate. It really is. Like I say, it's like a new signing, isn't it, him coming back? Tony says, Ryan Sessegnon would be a good signing. He's the one that I had in my head, and a lot of people, you know, Mickey's in here now. Mickey was the one on the live streams that was pointing out he's more of a left winger. So a lot of people are saying Sessegnon is a left winger, whereas I was like, in my head, buy Sessegnon, and then you've got backup for left back and left wing for me. But you know, obviously that's why football's amazing. We've all got opinions. It's great. Valkyrie says Messi is Argentina. Divock Origi. Yeah. I love that saying. I love it when people twist it like that. Is he as good though? Is he as good? You know, put it this way: Messi is a fantastic player. We all know Messi is a fantastic player. We're not knocking him in that sense, but who scored more goals tonight? Yeah. Mickey says, I'm going to tell you Brighton will take points off City. I love it. I love the confidence. I really do like that Liverpool fans aren't giving up on, you know, on the Premier League. There's some that I've seen that are like, it's done, but you've got to keep the faith. T-Tash. What we got? Tarek says, Rabiot on a free from PSG would be good. I would take him. I said it when it first came out about him and rumours of, you know, Klopp apparently tapping up his mum, talking to his mum or whatever, and I was like, I want him. I think he's quality midfielder. I think he would be a fantastic addition. So there is so many players out there that we could talk about. That'd be like, they would be a good addition to Liverpool. They would add to the squad. They would do this, and this is where it's key. Who does Klopp think would be the ones to come in? Because I don't think we're going to have a massive transfer window. I think Klopp's happy with how it's going, and he will want to work with the players that we got. But I think there'll be a couple of key signings. Key. What else we got? Colin says, so if Liverpool go on to win the double Premier League and Champions League, does that then mean that Pep Guardiola has massively failed due to the amount of money he spent? Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it, Connor? Because of the amount of money he spent, he should be. But also, it's difficult because when people swing that the other way and they say, if Klopp doesn't win the Premier League this year, then he's a failure. Like, you've heard that said online, like people say, he's a failure, he spent a lot on Virgil, he spent a lot on Alisson and all this. And it's like, then your answer to that when other fans say that, it's like, hang on a minute, Man City have done fantastic as well. So if Liverpool and Klopp don't win the Premier League this year, you can't do anything about how good City have been again this year. So then it's difficult because Liverpool win the Premier League and people go, does that mean Pep's failed? And it's like, they couldn't do anything about how good Liverpool's been this year. So it's difficult because we've never, not in my time, never had a Premier League where two teams have been so good that they just keep going and doing this. And it's ridiculous the amount of points that we've got. And you're thinking that one of them teams has got that amount of points and they're not going to win a Premier League. It's harsh, isn't it? But, you know, it's, I guess, two great managers. Obviously ours is better and we've got more history and we've got better fans. So technically, to me, there's only a certain, to me, I just feel like City are going to have a little flutter. They're like a fart, basically. Excuse the language, but they are like a fart, and they, you know, you squeeze it out, they'll be out there for a little bit. I mean, they go away. The bad smell goes away after a bit. I think that's what City are going to be like. I think they've come up, they spent all the money. You know, if they don't win the Champions League or whatever, I think they're just going to drift off, to be honest. I think they're going to disappear like a fart does after a while. Liverpool, never, even though we wasn't winning the Premier League or anything, we never went away, did we? We was always about, and it's because of the history and because of the tradition and the club. City haven't got that. You know, I know you've always got to start from somewhere, but basically I'm just saying Man City are just one big fart. They play good football. They spent a lot of money, but they're an expensive fart. All right. Connor says that is very true, mate. We're going to Madrid, says Gavin. Yes, Rossi. Yes, mate. We're going to Madrid. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. I personally want Werner, says Valkyrie 4231. He'd be a great addition, like I say, mate. He really would. Gonna try and get some shut eye, mate. Good to see you back, my matey. Good to talk to you as well tonight, Liam, mate. Hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow. And yeah, up the Reds. LFC, Insigne, Maguire, and Werner are more than happy. Yeah, quality players. It's interesting because you say about Maguire, a lot of people was talking on Maguire when we were linked with him. People were like, no, I don't want him. And others were like, I'll take the meathead. I'll take him. Lego head or what? Slabhead, wasn't it? They called him Slabhead. How you squeeze out, it hangs about for a bit. It's true, isn't it? They've been about for a bit, they stay about for a little bit, but hopefully they waft off soon. Someone just needs to turn on a fan, open a window, and that's City gone. Bye-bye. Says Maguire did his best Matip impression yesterday, running out to halfway. Yeah, he tries, but he's no Joel Matip, is he? Tony says there's a few Ajax players I would take at Liverpool, but I want young players to play longer. I know what you mean, Tony. I know what you mean. Tony says SpongeBob head Maguire. You mean Daz? SpongeBob squarehead. Yeah. Valkyrie says I would have a Dutch centre back pairing. I would as well. Delit, Virgil, love it. That'd be amazing. DZB, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're okay, my friend. Hello, long time no see. It has been a while. I had to come on and do a stream tonight. What a game, DZ. Kareem says, hello Madrid, congratulations Liverpool. Yes, thank you very much. We was amazing, wasn't we? We was amazing. And say Koulibaly and Skriniar are good, but they aren't Premier League tested and they cost a stupid amount. Maguire is Premier League tested and ready to go. He'd also be available for about 40 million. 40 million. Would you? It's an interesting question, guys. It's interesting. And he says Maguire, the slabhead, saying or other. I think it was. Might be something along those lines. Cheers, mate. Tariq says, I'd have Douglas Costa. He's left wing and fast. He's a good player. Douglas Costa's a good player. Yeah, I think he would fit the team. I think he would, but you know, like I said, we could say that about so many players, and it's in my mind. Does Douglas? I don't know why I say it. Does Douglas Costa fit? Does he fit the ethos of Liverpool? Like, would he come in and bed in and jump on board with wanting to be a legend at Liverpool? Is he that sort of player? I don't know with him. It's a difficult one. It's difficult. He's a quality player, don't get me wrong. I mean, the lad's talented, but Tony Kelly, he's in his prime now. Obviously, that was about Maguire, 26, I think he was saying. Do we need Butterfingers back as backup to Alisson, says Anthony. I don't know, you tell me, what do you think? I think stick with a youngster. Fingers and toes crossed, Alisson stays good. We got a number one. And let your youth goalkeepers, get a shot. Why not? Colin says, Dad's thoughts on Salah not being in the team of the season. And I think if he wins the Golden Boot, it'd be the first Golden Boot winner not to be in the team of the year. I think it's disgusting, Colin, to be honest. I don't know how you can not put a player, as you say, that is in contention for the Golden Boot. How can he not be in the team of the season? Doesn't make sense to me, mate. Doesn't make sense at all. I mean, basically, what their look on it is, we can't put all Liverpool players in there or whatever. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He probably is going to win Golden Boot, and he's not made it. Nah, it's not right, is it? It's not right, mate. I don't like it. What's your views on it? Tell me your views. Mickey says, only one player for me in the summer, and it's Dybala. Mickey, what, you really want Dybala? I mean, he's a quality player, but do you think we got a chance for him then? I'm not up to date with transfer rumours or anything, so, but obviously a lot of people were saying about him before, and I was like, it's not going to happen. That was when I was looking at it, but we could sign anyone. I want Mbappe, Mickey. I want Mbappe. I keep saying it. I want him. It's not going to happen, but I want him. If we signed him, everything is in the bag. We'd win everything. We could win anything now anyway, let alone having someone with his quality and all the years that he could play for you as well. How much do you think Mbappe would cost? That's going to be ridiculous, isn't it? If someone dares try and sign him, that's going to be stupid money. It's got to be. Adam O'Sullivan says Perisic from Inter or his Croatian buddy. Yeah, both impressed me at the World Cup. Yeah, they're both quality, mate. Perisic once about and rebid has continue to improve. Yes, I got my head around it. Yes, I agree with you. Perisic, he was linked with United, wasn't he? Because they was going to sign him. Mourinho wanted him at United. I don't know. I can't remember whether he turned Liverpool down or what it was. Whether Liverpool was linked, I can't remember. But I remember being like, he's a quality player. I don't want him going to United because he's left, right foot. He's a nuisance, basically. But yeah, no, I agree, mate. I'd alternate between him and Gomez though, just until Gomez is ready. Jovic. And I went, yeah, definitely LFC. Valkyrie, Gomez isn't a fullback, so really we'll keep the lads we have and sign those centre back. To be honest, I could see that happening. If none of the centre backs go, I don't think Klopp's going to go into the market, because if they're not leaving the club, he's got Matip, Gomez, Virgil, and obviously one of the best centre backs in the world, all over him. And is he going to go into the market and add another centre back, pay more wages to another centre back when he's got them? I'm not sure that he would. I think if he knows that he can get De Ligt, and if he really wants De Ligt, and he signs him, one of the centre backs leaves. What centre back that would be, I'm not too sure. Maybe you guys it would tell me who you like out of them, or which one you like the least, should I say. Maybe you tell me, if De Ligt comes in and one of the Liverpool centre-backs was to go, which one do you think it would be? That's the best way of putting that question. You could get a few years out of him. We have enough centre-backs coming from the youth too, says Tony. Yeah, definitely. Perisic or a bit from Frankfurt, says Adam. Yeah. Valkyrie says Mbappe, Mane is better. I mean, Mane is a beast, but Mbappe's up there though, isn't he, mate? He is up there. He's so good as well. Like, would he be as good in the Premier League? Probably not as good, but he's still a quality player. Like, I would not turn my nose up at him. You know, but I get ya. You know, Mane is a quality player as well. And obviously he's a Liverpool player, so he comes first. Tarek Dybala had a bad season, we could get him, but I'd rather Douglas Costa. So interesting, you would take Douglas Costa over Dybala there. Right, gotcha. Connor says, I'm the same as you, mate. Mo deserved to be in the team, and Pogba shouldn't have been anywhere near the team. How Pogba gets a look in that team is beyond me. Pogba does nothing. Pogba stands there. He doesn't track back. He kicks a ball across the pitch sometimes and it comes off. He don't even win headers. How big is he? He don't win headers. He's ridiculous, mate. Genie would win a header against Pogba all day long. How high did Genie jump for that header today? Genie's header was very similar to Steven Gerrard's header in Istanbul. Only difference is Steven Gerrard headed it back like that across, whereas Genie headed it to the near post. But how similar was that? It just reminded me of it. I don't know, it's just because tonight reminded me of Istanbul. Probably is why it was on my brain. But yeah, he rose up above everyone. What a header, mate. Genie, sick player. I love him. In fact, let's just release Lovren. Lol. Maybe Tino Werner, still young class, says Tarek. Yeah, Lovren needs to be sold, says. So LFC said Lovren needs to be sold. I mean, in fact, just release Lovren. So you're not a fan of Lovren. Rossi says they won though, Tony, mate, because we are winning it. Yes, we are. Isn't it amazing we can talk about these people coming to our club and we have a chance at the league and Champions League? It really is amazing, mate. It's how far Liverpool come. 4 years ago, we would have just been laughing at, you know, all these players going, now we could say, who would we pick? Oh, it's like going in Poundland, isn't it? You know, you go in Poundland and you feel like a millionaire because you're like, I could buy half this store. Do you know what I mean? Literally, I'll have them biscuits. I'll have that packet of crisps. You know, you could just buy loads of stuff. I'll buy a few of these things, a few of them things, because it's Poundland. So you can spend 20 quid and come away with bags full of stuff. And that's what I feel like as Liverpool now. We can pick whatever we want from the shop, from the store. Do you know what I mean? Pick whatever. I don't know. I'm just in a nutty mood tonight, guys, because I'm really happy to be back on YouTube and really happy that Liverpool kicked Barcelona out. That's the main thing, isn't it? We're in the Champions League final. Way! Love it. What else we got? Chat jumps. Let me get back here. Why does this chat keep jumping on me? Right. Well, he could turn out to be the next to pay and flop. Who knows? British Warrior says missed about 20 minutes because I was trying to catch a spider in my room. British, mate, that is far more important. If there was a spider in this room, you would have 20 minutes of a live stream of just that and hearing me running around chasing it with a broom. I don't like spiders. They're all dangling and stuff, aren't they? I don't like anything with more arms and legs than me. Freaks me out. Something not right about it. I know they're really little compared to us, and they see us and they're like, this geezer is massive. Do you know what I mean? Like, they'd be more scared of us, but they got more arms, mate. They can do more sneaky things. You know, when you're asleep, they're like, I'll sneak up and, you know, anything. So yeah, British, I don't blame you, mate, for popping off to catch a spider. Mickey says, great to see you, dads, and all in the chat. We have to have a catch up soon, bro. Got to work, cool. Got to go work calls. Okay, mate, no worries. Yeah, we will do for definite. Thank you for joining me tonight. Like I say, if any of you guys are planning on going to Liverpool to watch the Champions League final, actually in Liverpool, me and my lot are planning on trying to go to Liverpool to watch the final in Liverpool. So yeah, it'd be nice to meet some of you. So you'll have to let me know or whatever, and we shall do it. We shall make it happen. That'd be cool. I hate spiders too, Daz. Don't worry, says Tony. Yeah, you know, we're us blokes. We're meant to be like all geezer, aren't we? You know, like when the girls are about or whatever, you're like, don't worry, darling, I'll protect you. Not quite like that. You say a bit more manly than that, but do you know what I mean? You got your bird there, especially when you first meet them. You know, like a spider comes in the room and they're like, oh my god, spider, and you're like, it's all right. I'll deal with it, and you go over it, and you have to act all manly, but inside you're like, you know. But then like after I've been with my missus years, I mean donkey's years. After so many years, she comes to me now and goes, there's a spider in the bathroom. I go, what are you coming to me over? You bloody get it. I go to her, spider in the bathroom, babe, go get it. Oh dear. Especially if they bite like Luis Suárez. Oh, well, let's throw that one in there. Tariq says, really good to see you, Dad's got a balance, be seeing more of you, I hope. Laters, bro. Laters, Tariq, mate. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, good to speak to you as well, mate, and hopefully get to speak to you soon. Ross says, let's just pray the football god is going to be on our side for Sunday. Will you be doing a watch-along, Daz? I won't be doing a watch-along, mate. Not at the moment. Probably won't be doing a watch-along the end of this season, to be honest. Like I say, I'm going to be watching the final, hopefully, in Liverpool, so I won't be at home for that. But I'll be doing more content moving forwards, but probably just not the watch-alongs at the moment, because I ain't got nothing set up or anything at the moment. This is on my phone. Just wanted to jump on and speak to you lovely lot tonight. But yeah, I'm hoping I'll be doing some watch-alongs next season, when it all kicks off next season, hopefully. DZB says, hi Dad, you're back. Hello DZB, mate. I hope you heard me say earlier hello to you. Mr. Heath says, alright mate, long time. Yeah, it's been a few months, hasn't it, mate? I hope you're well though. Good to see you in here as well. Yeah, it's been a while. It's good to come on here and have a chit chat about Liverpool. I've missed it. Mickey says, I'm up for that, Dad. See you in Liverpool. Wicked, Mickey. Sweet. See you there, mate. Hope that your night shift goes quick enough, mate, and we catch up, mate, and we speak about that. Tony says, Dad, remember I used to tell you my girl problems? That was like a year or two ago now, crazy. Yeah, Tony, I hope it's all going smooth for you now, mate. I hope it's all going smooth. Just, you know, the best chat line that you could have now, really. It's off the top of my head, so it probably sounds crap, but go up to a girl and just be like, do you know what I sport? And they'll be like, no. They'll be like, Liverpool Football Club. They'll be with you seconds, mate, because they know that you're a proper geezer because you support Liverpool Football Club. Unless they're like a Chelsea fan or something, you know, if their family brought them up and they're like, oh no, I mean, I've just absolutely screwed your chance with a girl that you've loved forever, so maybe don't start with that one. Ask them what their name is. Or just do the old one, get your coat, love, you've pulled. Anthony says, Wolves are fighting for Europa League, so it's not going to be easy. It won't be. Wolves will not be easy. But yeah, we've got to concentrate on that game, we really have. Tony says, have you got any videos planned to come out? Mate, honestly, tonight, I knew I was coming back, but I didn't know that it was going to be tonight. I was just sparing a moment. I haven't got anything planned and done no research on anything at the moment or whatever. It's just off the cuff at the moment, so a few live streams off the cuff, talking to you guys about what's going on in Liverpool. That'll be what will happen over next few weeks or something, hopefully. And we'll just see where it goes for the end of the season and play it by ear at that point. Obviously, if she's a Chelsea fan, you don't want her anyway. Rossi, spot on, doo-doo. Exactly. Or unless you can change her team, that'd be the one. Obviously, any of you girls that are watching this, if it's a bloke, you're not really going to be able to change their team. But most lads, they get with a girl, and then you say to them like, oh, who do you support? And they're like, well, my dad supports Spurs or Man U, and you're like, oh, they're rubbish. Now you're with me, you have to support a real team. You have to watch a real team, Liverpool. How many of you know that one? And then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I support Liverpool. Oh, you buy them a Liverpool top and they're like, oh look, I support Liverpool now. Really annoys their dad. If I ever have a daughter, anyone tries that to my daughter, nah, not happening. We are here at 2 AM. This is what this game has done to us. Valkyrie, exactly. Is it 2 AM? Yeah. I will have to get off soon, guys. I will have to get off because my boy's in bed, and obviously I'm having a laugh at you lot, but I need to get up in the morning as well. So it's been brilliant. I've been doing it 2 hours 10 minutes now, so for the first one back, it's not bad, is it? We've had a laugh. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. To begin with, I was a bit like, been a while trying to read the chat. It's all a bit daunting to begin with. Like when you come on YouTube, you're like, whoa, man. But yeah, honestly, the turnout's been amazing, and thank you so much for those donations. Thank you so much to you guys that have all tuned in tonight, and just spoke about Liverpool with me. Really started about the match, and we just talked about how good it is to be a Liverpool supporter, and you know, like a bit about the season. I mean, you guys want to talk about the transfers, so we've obviously got all that to come on the channel. We get to talk a lot more about transfers and stuff, but yeah, it's just been a really nice bedding in stream. So thank you so much for you lot to make that easy for me to do that, because you know, I miss talking to you lot, and I felt like it was going to be a bit like, oh, it's been a while since I've done it, will it flow? But as soon as I started talking to you and seeing all the friendly faces that I used to talk to every day, it just was easy to talk, really. So thank you so much. And yeah, honestly, on a serious note, moving forwards, hopefully we can get a bit more content out before the end of the season and that. And I want to say a massive shout out to Connor, because Connor's been running a fall for me on Facebook, the Facebook group. So yeah, massive shout out to you. You've been incredible. I know Mickey's done things on there as well. I know Gavin's done things, so massive shout out to them as well. Honestly, absolute top lads for like modding that and being brilliant on that. And a massive shout out to all of you just for sticking around. And for tonight, Liverpool, it don't get better than that, does it? It doesn't get better than what's happened tonight. This is the point where you say it does get better than that. We win the Champions League and City drop points and Liverpool win the Premier League as well. That's how it gets better. It does, doesn't it? But what a night. Absolutely fantastic. DZB says, Daz the comeback king. Yes. What a night to come back on. No, DZB. What a night, my friend. Adam says, Daz, you're so likeable. How could we not talk to you? Oh, thank you, Adam. Thank you. That really means a lot. I try. You know, I'm just myself, mate. Like I've always said, I'll always stay myself on this channel, and I needed a bit of personal time, guys. Honestly, that's all it is. I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you didn't tell us," or whatever. I put a message out on Twitter, put a couple of things out on Facebook, and that, but I know not everyone saw it and that, and just needed a bit of time for me and get my life sorted out, because it was a few health things that was going on, guys, and I needed to sort it out, and I just couldn't do YouTube, because what's the point of me doing YouTube at the same time as I'm not watching Liverpool, I'm not involved in it, I can't stay up to date with it. My channel is very much on helping keep you guys up to date and talking to you about Liverpool, and you know, I'm not one to come on and talk to you and try and pretend that I know what's going on with this transfer, I know what's going on in that match. I haven't watched it because I couldn't at the time. So yeah, it honestly that was all it was, guys. Alright, but I've really missed it. I've really missed talking to you like every day, and I know a lot of you sending me messages, you know, weekly, daily, and I hope that you don't think that I was being rude. I got so many messages, guys, and in the end I was trying to write back to a lot of you and stuff, and I just couldn't keep writing back and saying the same thing. That was just a personal thing, you know. So massive thank you to all you lot that have stuck by me and you know, carried on waiting for the channel to come back. And it's been a few months, but hopefully we can kickstart where things were going. And it's a good channel. I love this channel. I love the followers that we've grown on this. All of you lot are real Liverpool supporters and passionate, and you share the same passions as me. Not just Liverpool, but you know, it's a channel where we talk about a lot of stuff. Like we have a laugh, don't we, about all sorts of things in life and everything. I mean, it's just free flowing chat channel at the same time. So it's really nice that you guys all have a platform to talk on as well. So I was hoping to get back sooner, but yeah, I'm back now, hopefully, guys. So thumbs up, eh? Yeah. Right, few more comments, and then I'm going to get off. I'm going to get my head down, and hopefully you lot try and get some sleep as well. Not that we're going to really be able to sleep much. I'm going to go and watch the highlights. Really be able to sleep much. I'm going to go and watch the highlights from the match, because I needed an adrenaline boost, obviously, before I go to sleep, as do we all. How many times are we going to watch highlights from this game? Probably ridiculous amount of times. I want to see Suárez. I want to see his face, like getting all upset, because that's a nice touch, isn't it, to see that as well. But Rossi says, glad you're back, mate. I was trying to get in contact, and to see that as well. But Rossi says, glad you're back, mate. I was trying to get in contact and didn't know how. I couldn't believe my eyes when I see your notification pop. Where normally he's like, if you don't do a video every day, it's like, we're not going to send the notifications out. So yeah, massive shout out to the notification squad. Fist pump to all you lot. Good to see you all in here. Liverpool fans are always, oh, that's what I've seen with our fan base. Some clubs fans don't care that much, Tony. Exactly. You know, and that is what it's about being Liverpool sport, isn't it? Put yourself ahead of everything else, says Adam O'Sullivan. Yeah, thank you, mate. Yeah, that's all I had to do for a bit. DZB Sullivan. Yeah, thank you, mate. Yeah, that's all I had to do for a bit. DZB says, are you on tomorrow night, mate? Not too sure at the moment, DZ, mate. Not too sure. I'll see. I'll definitely be on within the next few days, though, guys. All right, I'll do a live stream. Probably be later evening like this. Just have a chill one. Talk about Liverpool a bit more. If you're all up for it, so keep an eye out for them notifications. I will put a message out on the Facebook group for it, so keep an eye out for them notifications. I will put a message out on the Facebook group. At the moment, I can't put anything out on Twitter. I can't comment on Twitter. I don't know whether YouTube put a notification out on it, but I can't because it was hacked. So I can't write anything on Twitter at the moment. I've got to try and sort that one out. So I can't write anything on Twitter at the moment. I've got to try and sort that one out. Like I say, I've got to get on top of all my social media because it all just fell apart when I wasn't watching it. That's what happens. So yeah, next few days, mate, you'll see it pop up again from me. I will put something out on Facebook if you guys are on Facebook. And maybe if Connor's about, Connor might tweet something out on his Twitter or something for you lot. Tony says Coutinho's face was priceless. Cha-ching. Tony says Coutinho's face was priceless. Cha-ching. Tony, we all need a tea for the next live stream. Yeah, we like to have a cup of tea in a stream, don't we? Anyone else getting lag, says Anthony? I hope it's alright. I hope it's sorted a bit now, mate. Watch along against Wolves, says British. I don't know at the moment, British. I don't know. I haven't got it all set up, so we'll see. I can't promise anything, mate, because there's a lot for me to sort out before that. But yeah, we'll see. All right. Same here, Anthony. Saying thanks, mate. Same here, Anthony. Saying thanks, mate. So I think you guys was getting a bit of lag for a bit, so it might just be the internet playing up a little bit. Hopefully not. I'm going to get off anyway. Alright, guys. Guys and girls. When I say guys, I mean lads and ladies. Alright, don't just think I'm talking to the lads, because I know there's a lot of ladies. When I say guys, I mean lads and ladies. Alright, don't just think I'm talking to the lads, because I know there's a lot of ladies. I mean, guys is how I say to everyone. It's just a general thing. But I hope that you all have a fantastic day tomorrow, if I don't speak to you. And yeah, what a result for Liverpool. Passion. Football for Liverpool. Passion. Football. Everything, Dad. Everything. Liverpool Football Club. Back where we belong. Champions League final again this year. We're going all the way this year, guys. Let's hope that a miracle happens in the Premier League, as we know that miracles can happen, because it happened tonight.